breaking low. Let every hood know that when it comes to the streets, we ride and go for broke. This what they hating on. Watch them put our city on. Money, stars, the world's ours.
Yeah, I love to win and I love to bend. I ride big cars and keep fancy broad. My peeps keep that deal. Young, rich for real. Money, cars, the world's ours.
This what they hating on. Watch them put our city on. Money, stars, the world's ours.
Yeah, I love to win and I love to bend. I ride big cars and keep fancy broad. My peeps keep that deal. Young, rich for real. Money, cars, the world's ours.
City on. Money, stars, the world's ours.
Yeah, I love to win and I love to bend. I ride big cars and keep fancy broad. My peeps keep that deal. Young, rich for real. Money, cars, the world's ours.
This what they hating on. Watch them put our city on. Money, stars, the world's ours.
Yeah, I love to win and I love to bend. I ride big cars and keep fancy broad. My peeps keep that deal. Young, rich for real. Money, cars, the world's ours.
We ain't done yet, not by far. Thought this was the best it gets. You ain't heard nothing yet. We just getting started, man. Forbidden Records, the empire. Roll, 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 roll. Breaking low, let every hood know that when it comes to the streets, we ride and go for broke. This what they hating on. Watch them put our city on. Money, stars, the world's ours.
Yeah, I love to win and I love to bend. I ride big cars and keep fancy broad. My peeps keep that deal. Young, rich for real. Money, cars, the world's ours.
This what they hating on. Watch them put our city on. Money, stars, the world's ours.
Yeah, I love to win and I love to bend. I ride big cars and keep fancy broad. My peeps keep that deal. Young, rich for real. Money, cars, the world's ours.
to the streets, rewrite and go for broke. This what they hating on. Watch them put our city on. Money, stars, the world's ours.
I love to win and I love to bend. I ride big cars and keep fancy broad. My peeps keep that deal. Young, rich for real. Money, cars, the world's ours.
This what they hating on. Watch them put our city on. Money, stars, the world's ours.
I love to win and I love to bend. I ride big cars and keep fancy broad. My peeps keep that deal. Young, rich for real. Money, cars, the world's ours.
We ain't done yet, not by far. Thought this was the best they get. You ain't heard nothing yet. We just getting started, man. Forbidden Records, the empire. Roll. What it do, man. It's your boy Battle Truth coming to you live and direct from the Battle Truth headquarters, man. Chop it up, man. We're going to have a good day tonight, man. Tonight we're going to have a good day, man. We're going to talk about a lot of things that's going on in battle rap, man. Y'all see the title. We're going to address the Hollow and Mav, the Goodz and Cassidy, the Lux and Verb battles. We're going to talk about all that stuff. We're going to really get in depth. Shut up! We're going to really get in depth of everything that's going on. And we're going to talk about it. So 2019 starting out, man. We already got a lot of good battles already on the resume. So far, if this would, think about this. This what they opened us up to. The year ain't even kicked off yet. And we already got the announcement of Verb and Lux, Cassidy, Goodz, Mav, and Hollow. Talk about the history behind a lot of this stuff, man. Starting out with the Mav and Hollow the Don, man. Let's just walk this. Let's do a quick walkthrough on this, on what we was told, how this thing all came about. So far, this is what we know. We know that, well, since the Rapmatic face-off, they've been showing clips of a Mav and Hollow. I guess we found out that Hollow got some dirt and some personal stuff to talk about too, for the most part. I don't know if it's good enough, the angles he got though. So let's just do a quick walkthrough. So we got Hollow and we got Mav. This is what was said. This is Mav's story of what Mav said. Mav say him and Dizaster was cool. They were talking one day, him and Dizaster was. In the middle of him and Dizaster talking, lo and behold, Hollow show up and interrupt him and Dizaster in the middle of talking. Only to confront Dizaster on some stuff that they had going on between each other that Mav Hopper didn't have knowledge of. So he take it upon himself to interrupt Mav and Dizaster from talking, to confront Dizaster on some stuff he was popping. So when he see Mav talking to Dizaster, he made it his business to interrupt to tell Dizaster, yeah, now what was all that stuff you were talking about and saying? And Mav said when he caught hold on it, like, hold on, what's going on? What am I missing out on? And Hollow was like letting Mav know in so many words that he had static with Dizaster. And that's when Mav told Dizaster, like, hey, if you got a problem with my man, you know what I'm saying, you basically got a problem with me. You know what I'm saying? Because at this time, they both NYB, and they got their history going on amongst one another. So, Mav said him and Dizaster was cool. They didn't have a problem. Even when they was in the total slaughterhouse kicking it with each other. He said they was cool. It was Hollow and Dizaster who had problem. And he didn't begin to have a problem with Dizaster until he spoke up for Hollow. That's what Mav said. So it was Hollow beef. Mav let Dizaster know that's my guy. So if you got a problem with him, you got a problem with me, and you know, that's how they got into it. After that, we seen what happened, the setup that took place. And in that setup, it was everywhere. Mav getting jumped, Dizaster pop off on him. So it was just crazy. Mav career went down. Dizaster career skyrocketed. It made TMZ. He became real popular off of the hit on Mav. Mav career just took a somersault. Okay? Mav salty. Every time he battled, everybody bringing it up to him. It launched off a lot of... That fight brought in a lot of other friction amongst other people. Him and Big K, maybe him and Clips, him and Daylight, him and Hollow. Cortez even was in it a little bit. So it was crazy. Now, after this, here's Hollow, Mav friend, on camera with Dizaster and the guys who jumped on Mav. And these brothers on camera laughing and talking about the situation of what they did to Mav right in the presence of Hollow, which was actually also a disrespect to Hollow. But somehow he don't see that. It's like this. Like if some guy jump your guy. Keep in mind, y'all, no matter how you feel about Mav, let's just keep in mind what it is. Mav and Hollow is like this. They guys. They both under the same group and team, NYB. Right? Mav even said to be a brother, according to Hollow, out his own mouth. Mav came to Hollow aid when somebody was violating Hollow's sister. Mav came to Hollow's aid and they handled some business. According to Hollow, Hollow said out of his mouth, I didn't ask you to do that. You don't have to ask a friend to do that. If it's trouble, that's what happens. That's what friends do when they live in that street life. So, Mav go on the mission with Hollow. They handle business on the guy who violated Hollow's sister. So Hollow is on camera with Dizaster and the guys, what they call Crack City. And they laughing and smoking, making fun of Mav, of them jumping on him. Right there with Hollow at, like I said, He not even smart enough to understand they was disrespecting him too. Him too. Because if a person jump your guy, they know that that's your guy. They know y'all in the same team. You right there with them, and they laughing about it. They ain't apologetic about it at all. They ain't even really caring how you feel about it. And they all talking about what they did. And he and ha and they know that that's your guy, your homie, your best friend, a member of your team. And you sitting in the vicinity of them laughing with them. Yeah, that's bogus. That's real bogus. Street code, that's bogus. Family code, that's bogus. Real nigga, that's bogus. Any way you look at it, it's bogus. Because first of all, they jumped me because I was protecting you. I got jumped because I was protecting you. And you laughing with the people who jumped me when I was protecting you. Yeah, that's bogus. That's real bogus. Ain't no way you can look at it. Can't kick it and be laughing with the guys who violate your guy. Then, not only that, he said, look, he just was contradictory through this whole thing. Dizaster wanted to battle Hollow. Hollow told Dizaster, nope, I don't want to do nothing with you until you make that right with my boy Mav. You got to at least give him a fair one. And until you can do that, make things right with him, I can't rock with you at all. Right? Understandable. Only for him to figure that it was taking too long. Nothing got resolved. So, guess what? I am going to battle you. Now, I want y'all to understand something. It's not about money. Because hollow price is hollow price. Lux price is Lux price. Mook price is Mook price. Regardless to who they battle. They price of money don't change because of who they battle. They have a set price of how much they cost to battle. It don't matter if they battle in Dizaster, Holmesy, Joe, Av, JC. The price is their price. Period. No ifs and buts about it. So, it's Hollow that's giving the shots. It's not Dizaster. And the Hollow is one of the most sought out battle rappers in battle rap. Everybody wants to book him. Everybody wants to book him. So he one of the most sought out battle rappers in battle rap. And everybody wants to book him. He turned down battles. Hollow turned down battles. When he battled Tay-Rock, Hollow said this. Hollow said to Tay-Rock, he said, I battled you and I'm already in retirement and you still got the battle. I made more of my one battle against you and you still battled me. When they were going back and forth after the battle. So it's Hollow that give the shots. So then Hollow decide to give Dizaster a bag. Give him money. They set the battle up to the point where they snuck Dizaster on the East Coast without Mav and them knowledge. Hollow kept it a secret, everything too. But this Mav guy, this Mav right-hand man, he knew Dizaster was going to be here. They had a surprise battle on the King of the Dot Massacre card. Massacre 3 card, I believe. They have a surprise battle. Hollow the Don and Dizaster. A surprise battle? Really? Two of the biggest names in battle rap on a pay-per-view card. a surprise battle, you know the mention of those names would have made pay-per-view sales even be higher. But the reason for it being a surprise battle was to hide it from Mav and NYB and them that he was right next door in Boston. Facts. Hollow kept it a secret. Hollow even said out of his mouth, out of his own words, he should have talked to Mav. He should have told him. But he didn't. He knew what he was doing. But what happened in that battle? While Hollow trying to kick Dizaster in them butt, suck up to them, what happened in that battle? Type up Hollow the Don versus Dizaster. How come in that battle, they wouldn't even let Hollow off the stage? Hollow literally trying to walk off the stage and they won't even let him. They literally got him blocked off from getting off the stage. Listen to the audio while they talking and what's going on. Dizaster spazzing on them, checking them, punking them, telling them, no, you're going to stay right here. You're going to stay right here. He trying to walk off the stage because he figured Dizaster going over the time limit. He can't get off. He complaining of organic. They ain't trying to hear nothing he's saying. Really showed him the price of his disloyalty. Y'all think I'm lying? Go to the battle, type up Hollow the Don versus Dizaster, and pay close attention and listen to the audio of what's happening and taking place while Dizaster is rapping. Watch Hollow try to make 3 attempts to get off of the stage, and he blocked each time. Each time. He tried to walk off. They wouldn't let him. But this who you played your guy for. I'm just throwing it out there, y'all. I'm not sugarcoating nothing. I'm not adding to the situation because these brothers be watching. And they here. I'm just putting it out there, what we saw and what's the testimonies behind these things. Now, how would you feel about that? How would you feel about that? Yo guy kicking it with the guys who set him up, then decide to give him a bag because according to Hollow talking like, man, I got kids. I ain't finna miss out on this money. You don't miss out on money. You Hollow the Don. Everybody trying to book you. That ain't gonna fly. That's a weak excuse. It don't work in your favor. Not at all, Hollow. I'm sorry. I just got to tell the truth. And if Hollow, you don't see where you error that in this, I don't get how you get around this, bro. I mean, you know what you can. The only thing you can say is this. Yeah, I was tripping. I was slipping. That's the only thing you can say. I was slipping. I'm tripping. Me and dude was on bad terms, probably. However you want to say. But you still can't justify kicking it and giving the bag to the guy who guys and them could have seriously hurt your guy. Simple as that. Simple as that. Ain't no other way to look at it. I'm just saying some real stuff. Now, it's okay, Hollow, to make peace with people. So you ain't got to be enemies with Dizaster. But if you knew you was a mediator between Dizaster and Mav, you could have at least tried to humble the situation and been more vocal and adamant about making peace between them two brothers like that, rather than just trying to lay in the cut and expecting things to work itself out, while at the same time, you doing shiesty dealings. Simple as that, bro. That's just real talk. So, I'm watching Rapmatic. They showing part of the clips. They talking and things. So Hollow talking like the reason why he did this battle because Mav was begging him for a bag. Mav was telling him, I don't know, it's a lot of personal gonna be said in this. Mav was telling him like, why you helping other people eat, but you ain't helping me eat, and I'm supposed to be your guy. You giving everybody else a bag, then give me a bag. That's the least, in so many words, that's the least you could do. So Hollow figured out of sympathy, feeling guilty about what he know, because he is guilty. Let's not, look, he not stupid. Hollow not stupid. He definitely guilty about how he carried things on, what he did wrong, how he handled the situation. He know he could have handled it better. He know that. For the most part, he not really in denial about that. And why he felt he was entitled to some degree to give Mav this opportunity that he didn't really want to give him. So, just so this thing could be done with, he gives Mav the battle. But saying Mav was begging him for the battle. I can understand why Hollow might not want to give Mav this battle, because this is definitely going to be a personal battle. And if you watch the face-off, they definitely was getting personal. Personal things were throughout as far as like Mav. Hollow actually said Mav did try to sue King of the Dot. When we say Mav denied that a couple times. We heard battle rappers confront Mav about this in battles. Mav said it wasn't true. Y'all remember that? Hollow in the Rapmatic interview, shouts out to them for the interview. Rapmatic them interview. Hollow bring it up and said, you sued King of the Dot because of that situation. Mav didn't deny it. Mav didn't deny it. Hollow also got the addressing Mav on how petty he is when it comes to certain situations. Oh, they definitely was getting personal. I was surprised that Hollow actually act like he didn't care. And Hollow was just talking. And Hollow was letting it be known. Whatever. So that actually makes me really want to watch this battle even more. This makes me want to watch this battle even more. Because this is not going to be one of those battles where bars going to be just thrown out. These brothers finna get into some serious conversations, details, and talk. And now I finally can see Hollow might have a chance in this battle because Hollow got some angles too. Hollow got some angles too. Mav say that this battle is going to be so great if Hollow come with it that it's going to be hard for Lux and Verb to beat. We're going to talk about that. Out of all three of these battles, y'all, for the most part, which battle y'all believe basically going to have the potential? Look at G Soldier. You know I'm live, brother. Let me get G Soldier on. What's good, G Soldier?
Like, bro, I see you live, bro. I was calling in. That's how I am, my boy.
You say you see I'm live and you calling in to see what's up with your boy.
I said I'm calling in. I holler at my boy.
Okay, you see what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, you talking about. I just clicked in, so you talking about Hollow versus Mav. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, I was just doing some background history on the situation. You familiar with it, right?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, give me your intake on it. G Soldier, y'all, from St. Louis.
So you want me to give you my intake on the battle, period, or
the whole? No, give me your intake on the situation at hand.
I think Mav tripping. Now, from me watching they face offs, what my estimate of the battle is, I think Mav is easily, he let Hollow throw him off too easy. He like super aggressive. Like, I feel like Hollow can get under his skin with ease, which might cause, like, Hollow.
Yeah, it looked like it might. Hey, it looked like it might have the potential of a fight or something.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking Mav go lose his cool and try to punch the dude. Well, just from looking at some pieces of the face off, like Hollow like super calm, and then Mav would get hella mad or something. And I know if they you can tell Hollow was getting under Mav's skin because Hollow got to saying some personal things and letting out some things that Mav was denying before Hollow, who seemed to be a more reliable source to let out some of that stuff, Mav was denying. Like, for instance, suing King of the Dot for that situation happening. Remember, Mav on record denying this a couple times. Telling them not to battle on King of the Dot. They're telling Big K and Hollow and them not to battle on King of the Dot. But you go battle on it.
Right. And then, like you said, telling, because you remember a couple battle rappers confronted Mav about him suing King of the Dot. And remember, he was like, that's not true. Yeah. Hollow said it is true.
Uh-huh.
But go ahead, though.
I think it's going to be a fight, too, bro. I think Mav going to lose his cool.
Yeah, because see, here's the thing where enticing and instigating come in. We already know Mav gonna crowd his space, right?
Yeah.
He gonna crowd his space. Then Mav like to touch. He like to touch.
Yeah.
But here's the thing about Hollow. Hollow know the lights, camera, action is on. Hollow is not going to let him just touch him no matter how scared he is, because it's going to be too obvious. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm taking, because if you pay attention, remember in the face-off when Hollow was like, look at Mav. He's still mad because my cousin wouldn't shake his hand.
Shake his hand 30 minutes ago.
So, and it's some dude in the audience you can't hear, and him and Mav going back and forth. So there have to be Hollow's backup, like. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
But if you think about it, it's kind of common sense though, G Soldier, because Hollow know the NYB team and clique. So Hollow know also they may know some people that he rock with too. So it's kind of fair when you choosing who's going to be in your corner, knowing who you up against. You get what I'm saying? Like when Hollow know Brooklyn Hands gonna be in Mav corner, D Chambers and them. You know what I'm saying? Cortez. Yeah. So just like Hollow know who gonna be in Mav corner, Mav have to know to some degree whoever that cousin was who refused to shake his hand and show him love he was salty at. Whoever that, he definitely is there for a reason. So he must be some type of solidified stand-up dude too. And Hollow ain't stupid to that degree.
And that's why Mav won't really try to come at him like that. You know.
Maybe. You see what I'm saying? Maybe. It all starting to make a little sense, right?
Yeah, real talk, bro. And then I know Hollow know Mav's approaches. You know what I'm saying? So I think he really gonna say something to get under his skin, where he gonna talk about NYB or something. You know what I'm saying? I think he gonna make him want to punch him, bro.
I was definitely surprised at some of the things Hollow was saying out of his mouth in that face-off. I was like, okay. Hollow appears to not be afraid. Like he really, like he don't care. Like he got some things to say and talk about.
Yeah, But when you look at the nature of the battle, what actually kicked this thing off, according to Mav, him and Dizaster was talking and they were cool. But Hollow and Dizaster had an issue. Mav was not aware of the issue. One day when Mav was talking to Dizaster, Hollow come interrupt them and he confront Dizaster in front of Mav. Mav, yeah, Mav looking like, hey, what's going on? What's going on here? Because at this time, Hollow is NYB along with Mav. And when Hollow is letting Mav know that he had an issue with Dizaster, then Mav let Dizaster know, like, hey, that's my man. You know, we team, we family. So if you got a problem with him, you got a problem with me type stuff, right?
Exactly, yeah.
And he said, and that's how he became enemies with Dizaster behind that situation of speaking up for Hollow. Mm-hmm. Only for that situation that happened later on in California, and then Hollow is on camera with the guys, Crack City and Dizaster.
Yeah, Crack City, yeah, the people who jump mad.
Right. Kicking it with them, laughing and smoking weed together and stuff, while they on camera bragging about how they beat up Mav and stuff in front of him.
Let me ask you this, too. What you think about Hollow when he told he only loyal to himself?
Hollow said what?
He's only loyal to himself. What you think about that?
Well, first of all, the loyalty over money means that you're loyal to someone else, and money will not come between it. Now, for you to say that it actually means you loyal to yourself, it does away with the whole branding and representation for what we know it really supposed to mean. But when you caught up in situations like this, and when you are shown to be the one that's wrong here, you cover. It's a cover up now. Now you just changed the whole purpose of the branding. The loyalty over money didn't mean you loyal to yourself. The loyalty over money means that you loyal to someone else other than yourself again, and money don't come between it. Whether it's family, whether it's team, you know what I'm saying? And that's the purpose of it. It's a representation of what you stand for that money can't come between. But he definitely violated the whole purpose of what loyalty over money is. Anytime you on record saying Mav came to your aid a lot of times, even to the point where somebody violated your sister, and this man was willing to jeopardize his life and his freedom to stand by your side because he was loyal, and it didn't cost him nothing to do that for you. So that's what real loyalty over money was, that this brother was more loyal to you, that he came to your defense at a family crisis time of need without looking for anything financially to gain from the situation, but actually offered himself in that situation. I mean, that just it ain't no way he can clean that up. No way he can clean that up.
Well, that's true, bro. I know. I was watching one of your, I think I told you about that too, when you were talking about the Bible the other day. That's a different topic. We'll talk about that out.
What?
When you were talking about that three heavens and all that stuff.
Oh yeah, we can talk about that too. You know, we always got time for that.
Yeah, but I was just loving the knowledge you was kicking. That was all, you know what I'm saying? Like, you be kicking that real stuff that people need to hear.
Yeah, well, one thing that's important, man, like, I'm actually going to talk about some of that stuff tomorrow, too. I'm really finna go real deep on that. You ain't going to want to miss that. I'm going to go deep on that tomorrow. I'm going to talk about why the devil is so powerful, what makes him so powerful. And when you see the revelation that God gave me and how I'm finna break that down, you're going to see him in a way you never saw him before, and you're going to see exactly what makes him powerful. And it's not powerful over God, but what makes him so powerful over people, and why his influence over the other angels was so was so powerful. I'm going to address that and talk about that.
Well, you know, I'm always telling it that way. You know how we feel about that.
Yeah.
I love it. Too.
But back on topic. Let me ask you a question. So he do that. He do that with the Mav situation. Kicking it on camera with the guys who jump Mav. Then he give Dizaster the battle, the money for the battle. Because remember, Hollow price don't change. You get what I'm saying? He one of those battle rappers who have a set price for what he costs, and he is in high demand to the point it don't matter who he battle, his price don't change how much he worth. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
So he don't owe Dizaster nothing, and Dizaster ain't the one giving him a shot. He's giving the shots. So he say out of his mouth to Dizaster, I'm not battling you, because Dizaster wanted to battle him. He said, I'm not battling you till you make right what you did with Mav.
Yep.
You have to give him, you owe him a fair one. What you did to him was wrong, and because that's my guy, I'm not battling you till y'all settle those differences and you at least give him the opportunity to shoot the fair one. Only then for him to go back on that also and
battle him.
Not only battle him, but sneak him on the East Coast and don't even let your guys even know what's going on.
I do feel like if we were super close, you know what I'm saying? Like, if we supposed to be boys, then you know, this nigga jump me and everything. You know, like you said, it's bad enough that you battle. If you would have battled McCallie or something, that would have mattered that. But you basically stuck this dude over to the East Coast and let him get some paper without even hitting me up or let me know something, you know?
G Soldier, they do a surprise battle. Since when would Dizaster and Hollow the Don on a pay-per-view card be a surprise battle?
Do you know how many people would have came out to that and how much money they could have made?
Right. That go to show, see, and I didn't understand, why would King of the Dot even do that? That didn't make no sense. That was even stupid to me. If that's the case, you better off just doing the battle in Cali and announcing it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Why would you have Dizaster and Hollow as a surprise battle when it's a pay-per-view event that you could have capitalized off of financially?
Hey, true, that's like the Luxembourg doing a surprise battle in Cali.
Right.
Like, who would do that? Two big names doing a surprise battle that people don't know about.
Because they told on themselves. They basically just told on themselves and let it be known. They knew the situation at hand. They knew the measure and extent of what was done. They knew to take precaution and everything. And Hollow agreed with it. And what was amazing is the day of the battle. You saw the battle, right, G Soldier?
Yeah.
Did you see how they were treating him when Hollow was trying to get off that stage and stuff?
Yeah.
And did you see how Dizaster was like pressing him? Like, no, you're going to stay here. You're going to stay right here. You're going to let me
finish my going over the time limit like this.
Right. That dude literally tried to make like 3 different attempts to get off the stage, and they wouldn't even let him off the stage. He even went complaining to Organic. And Organic still looking like, whatever. Come on now. But these are the brothers you chose to clap hands with at the expense of your brother's failure in career, in reputation. That's crazy. Only for them to show you how they really feel about you.
So let me ask you this question right here, too. So, hold on, before I say this, I got to give a shout out to my people, Kawana. Okay, so let me ask you this, Truth. Do you think this battle going to be more of an impact? Well, not more of an impact. Do you think it's going to get more personal or be more popular than the Hitman versus Verse battle?
I don't, we thought that was gonna happen between Surf and Shotgun Suge one day, didn't we?
Yeah.
And that was a total failure. I believe, I'm gonna put it this way. I don't think so. Because it's like Hitman and Verb had everything worked in their way. Everything worked in their favor. It don't get no deeper than when Hitman's father actually accidentally assists Verb in one of the craziest moments ever in battle rap, and it ended up I only saw this happen one other time in battle rap, and it was just last year with the Paste and Tay-Rock battle. When Tay-Rock tried to almost fight Paste, that landed right in Paste's favor with the round that he already had prepared, and the rebuttals just made him look. Yeah, made him look so small. So when that happened with A Verb and Hitman, yes, that battle was definitely personal. You had Chase mentioning the situation. You had where Hitman really live and stay at. That battle was deep, all 3 rounds. Both. Yeah, both. Hey, he say because the guys, who you gonna get? Because the guys you protect you, I'm their nephew. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about that battle right there. That battle ain't gonna be topped. That battle will not. That battle. It's only one battle I think.
He said, I stepped to your right way to say, so you would be stepped. I married your mom as a chess fool, so you would be step 2 by some step dude. Yes, fool, I kept you in the best shoes, but you in the best school.
Right. Yeah, that battle. It's only one battle out there I think might be able to touch that, and that would be if maybe Mook or Rex was to ever battle against each other. I think that might be the only battle that could pose a chance of threatening that. I don't think this Hollow and Mav thing is, because I think their situation is only like one-sided. I think it's only one-sided. I think Mav may touch on some personal things, but it's not going to be as deep as that Hitman and Verb thing was, because it was magical that night, and everything played in their favor in that time. The stars lined up that night and actually played in their favor. So I don't think Mav and Hollow gonna come close to that. I think they gonna be good, but and then you have to also think both of these dudes was on top of their game this night. Rarely would you have that. And I take a Hitman and Verb on top of their game over Hollow and Mav on top of their game any day. I'm just keeping it real.
Me too. I agree.
Any day.
Wasn't
Wasn't that also the first time Hitman did the remix?
Yeah, that was the very first time.
Shoot soon as I get in, like I'm J.R. Smith. That was crazy. That was crazy, fam.
It did your show wrong, but I just wanted to call. I saw you live. I was like, let me call it. Talk to my boy right here.
Right. Interrupting my show, brother. Interrupting my show.
Well, man, bro, you don't have to break through. Hey, I appreciate you for answering the phone for your boy.
All right, G Soldier, y'all. Subscribe to his channel. What's the name of your channel, brother?
35 Multimedia.
35 Multimedia. G Soldier.
Check out the battle rap series. I got a battle rap series called Bars. The battle rap drama series. Go check it out. The first episode of the second episode is probably going to be up and probably by next week. You know what I'm saying? We've been doing this. So.
My man, G Soldier, y'all. Show him some love, man. He starting to blog. This like his first year, really going in blogging. He be blogging faithfully every day now. Check out.
And Truth, thanks for them pointers too, Truth.
You what?
I said thanks for them pointers. I'm still.
Yeah, but you ain't take it.
Too, so.
You ain't take it because I saw some of them other blogs.
Nah, I did. Did you see the new one?
I got which one?
I had switched the position.
I saw you talk about the surf one, and what was the other one?
Nah, I'm talking about from the angles to switched up. Remember you told me to shoot it from where I was at?
Right.
I had switched it up.
Okay, I got to check it out. Because I was looking at it like this. I saw a couple of the other ones. I think you dressed the Young Ill one, the surf one.
What I was doing, I was like you. You know, I had those in the tank already. So I was like,
okay.
I already did these, so I'm just going to be dropping them because they was already in the tank.
Oh, because I sure was like, man, this brother hard-headed. He don't listen.
Nah, they was already in the tank. I ain't want to waste them, so I was like, man, I thought of my new angle and everything. But I'm still doing, I'm finna get me even a better mic and all that. So.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm gonna hit you up one day this week. I want to do my fantasy football. I said fantasy football.
Right, we gonna do that tomorrow because I gotta knock all that out. We gonna do that tomorrow live on air for the people.
All right, cool. Well, I'm gonna hit you up. True salute to you, brother. Always.
You too, G Soldier, man. Take care, bro.
All right, bro.
G Soldier, y'all. Okay, now, that's the Math and Hollow thing, man. Like, again, what would y'all do? What would y'all do in that situation if you Math and Hollow? Who y'all think right in that situation, man? Who y'all think right in that situation? Call up. Might as well call up now. We can talk about it. Take a few calls on this subject. 414-235-6760. Call up. Give me your opinion on what y'all think. 414-235-6760. Call up. Let's talk about it. Because I definitely believe this is going to be one of those battles where it had a potential of going left. It really do. I'm excited about seeing it now. I believe they both going to do good. I just want to hear the backstories, man. I don't want to hear no bars in this battle. I don't want to hear no bars, no metaphor. I just want to hear straight up battle. Chicago in the building. What's good?
What's up, man? How you doing, about the truth?
I'm good. How you feeling, fam?
I'm feeling good, man. I'm sitting there watching your show, man. And
okay.
I think your question, what was your question again about the Hollow and Miles situation?
Yep. Let's talk about it. What you think about it, bro?
Man, you can look at it from two different point of views. You can look at it from you can look at it from our point of view, you know, the street nigga point of view, as we can go, you can say, you my brother, but you turn around and you go battle this man, and you didn't tell me, like, I'm not mad, you know, I can't fuck with you no more.
Try not to cuss, bro, but I hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah, my bad.
Go ahead.
I apologize, but
go ahead.
Yeah, I can't mess with you no more. Bro. Like, you basically just turned around and you know, and violated me.
So wait. Whose side you giving first? Because you say you can see it at 2 point of view. Whose side you speaking first?
I can see it from this Mount Papa point of view. Like, we supposed to be bros. Like, you done came to my crib. I know you know me. I know you. I know your family. We bros. Like, you did this over some money. Like, you could at least, you know, let me in on the situation, you know. But
you don't feel some type of way of seeing him on camera with the same guys who jumped him? Yeah, that too. It's like, no, it ain't that deep for me. Like, for me personally, it wouldn't be that. It ain't that deep for a battle. You to go and battle this man, like, you could have turned that battle down. You could have got it ain't what it's about, the money. Is that what it's about? That's a good angle. Yeah. You would think if it was real personal like that, it ain't even really about a battle, huh? So let me ask you a question. Do you think Mav really care? Or do you think he just want a bag? Because he know Hollow worth some money.
I don't think Mav cares at this point no more. Because Because that was about, what, 4 or 5 years ago when that happened?
Yeah.
Yeah, that has been a while now. But you can also look at it from Hollow's point of view, like we business, man. At the end of the day, we met through this battle rap stuff. So at the end of the day, it's business. It's all business.
So you don't really think this is as personal as it was 4 or 5 years ago?
Yeah. I don't think it's that personal. I think at the time, I think it faded over time. Like it's battle rap, so they got to put this front on for the camera, try to sell the fight. But I think if Math and Hollow was to see each other outside with the cameras on, with the cameras off, it'd be, what's up, bro, what's up? But they probably wouldn't even talk about the situation no more.
So basically, you think this more so for a check, and it's not personal.
I think it's for a check at this point.
Because Hollow did say, Mav said something like, you helping everybody else eat and get a bag. Won't you help me get a bag and eat?
Yeah, I think it's for a check at this point with Mav. I think it's for a check. And you know what's crazy, Mav? I don't feel bad for Mav because we got to also take into consideration this ain't nothing but everything that he went through is basically karma. Him popping off all these dudes and like, come on, we know God don't like ugly, so you can't like all this shit, all the stuff you done did in this battle rap world, and you thought this stuff won't come back upon you. Like, no, it don't work like that, bro.
Okay, so let's what's your name again, brother?
My name Pager.
Pager?
Yeah. Okay,
so let's break two things down. Okay, so who do we know Mav swung on? We know it's Dose.
We know Dose.
We know it's Serious Jones.
Serious Jones and
the Dizaster fight. Basically.
The Dizaster fight.
So basically, we heard about him supposed to have been allegedly snatching up Big K, though, right?
Yeah, that too. And there's something go down with Arsenal when they said something about the footage. They didn't upload the footage in that battle.
When he said something about his daughter.
Yeah, and I think something happened in that battle. Like, it was only Dose and Serious Jones. I thought it was somebody else too.
Well, you probably just putting the Dizaster fight up in there too.
Probably.
I know he elbowed Suge in the titty. I know that.
Yeah, like all this tough guy act, like that was bound to happen to you. Like, man, come on.
Oh no, I wouldn't call him and Dose situation tough because people like give him a lot of slack and heat for the Dose situation, but when you go back and watch that battle, Mav swung on Dose after Dose was crowding his face and Dose brim of the hat hit him at the bridge of his nose. And that's what made Mav swing off on him.
Yeah, that's true. But what about the Serious Jones situation?
See that, and that's the thing about the Serious. See, when it comes to Serious Jones, man, that brother is very irritating to me. He one of the most disrespectful, poor sportsmanship, battle rappers in the game. When you rapping, he want to do all these distractions while you rapping to get the people not focusing on you. He like to talk during your rounds. While you rapping, he like to rap with you, thinking he know the end of your punchline. He be doing a lot of crazy things. And he also on record saying it too, like, that's part of his strategy. Because when he battle rap, he don't only play offense, he play defense too. So he try to be very distracting during your rounds. And I think Mav felt disrespectful of when he was doing that while Mav was rapping. Cause remember Mav rapping to him, and then right while Mav rapping, he like, woo! You know what I'm saying? Like,
right. Yeah, that can throw you all off. That get irritating.
That man.
How you feel about that? How you feel about this Cassidy and Goodz battle?
Hold on, wait. You got to give me the other perspective, bro. I got Mav perspectives. Now give me the Hollow perspective.
I was looking at it from Hollow point of view. it's all business at the end of the day. Well, Hollow, like, yeah, you can be mad, or you can be mad I went over here and did this, but at the end of the day, I gotta feed my family too.
See, that's the thing I'm talking about, Paige. Like, do he really have to feed his family when you see that it don't matter who he battle because his price don't change, and Hollow is one of the most sought after battle rappers in the game, that he in high demand, so he don't really have to. He gonna feed his family anyway. He turned down battles.
Right. But
he didn't have to take that Dizaster battle.
It's a name like Dizaster, though. You gotta think about that too. Like, Dizaster is considered to be in a lot of people's Mount Rushmore in battle rap. So like, why should he turn down that battle? And then didn't Hollow say they had tension way before that situation? Him and Mav wasn't talking. They wasn't on good terms before that situation. So you still expect me, like, we haven't been talking lately. I get a call to come and battle Dizaster. Somebody can be sensitive.
Well, do that justify you? Okay, that's just like saying, if me and my guy ain't on good terms, do I go kick it with the guy who may shot at my guy or beat up my guy? We ain't got to be on good terms. So are you saying because I'm on bad terms with you, it's cool for me to kick it with guys who you don't like?
I get what you're saying. That's why it's gonna be an interesting battle, because I want to see I'm more interested to see what Hollow's gonna have to say. We know what Matt's gonna say. I'm interested to see what Hollow's gonna rebuttal what Matt's gonna say. I'm interested to see, was they as close as they tried to make it seem? Like, was they real close, like brothers kind of close, or was they met a couple? They went to each other's house just a few times, and they like. I'm interested to see what Hollow's gonna say in this battle, because I don't know. We gonna see.
Okay, I feel you. Now, what you were saying about the Goodz and Cassidy?
How you feel about that Goodz and Cassidy battle? You feel like Cassidy got a chance?
I think Cassidy got a better chance in a small room than on the main stage. And according to what everybody's saying, Cassidy and Goodz is going to take place on a major stage. So most likely it's going to be a Summer Madness battle. Since we know that Verb and Lux is going to be known, most likely Cassidy and Goodz going to be Summer Madness.
Right. So you think, I think Cassidy might have something up his sleeve, because he's been sitting back for a while, just analyzing. Like, we've been seeing him at the back. He's not like, what's his name that went to Battle K-Shine, Jay Mills?
Yeah.
Jay Mills, he was just gone for a long time. We haven't seen him. We haven't heard from him. Cassidy, he actually been at these battles. He's been actually sitting back, watching, analyzing, studying. And I think he got something up his sleeve. I don't think he would have took a battle if he knew he was gonna get, because he knows these URL rappers, they different type of animals. Unless he really thinks he that good, we can get on the stage with Goodz and come like he did when he battled Dizaster. If that's the case, then he gonna have a long night.
I believe the Cassidy situation is he talking a good game. I actually like watching his interview when he talking, because the guy is boy. I don't know who more delusional, rather Cassidy, Mook, J Mills, Lux. These boys be saying some crazy stuff, but.
One thing I can say out of all the names that you just named, Lux is actually fine. The rest of them, Mook, he trash to me. Cassidy, he was trash in that Dizaster battle, but J Mills was trash.
Right.
And I give Lux a lot of respect, because he he would take a top name. He would take it, maybe not back to back, but since he battled Mook, he done had Ohio, he done had Charlie Clips, he done had Arsenal, and now he going against Bird. We still haven't seen Mook do that yet.
Right.
That's why
I believe when these brothers saying things like they the best in the world, nobody could beat them, and they try to run down their accolades to us. My thing is this. You have to show you conditioned. You have to have a commitment. If you can't commit yourself to take on 3 battle rappers in 1 year, stop saying how you better than everybody else, because this is what the average battle rapper is doing in this their era. They actually taking on 5, 6 battles at the least in 1 year. You get what I'm saying? So when you just coming back battling one time every 2 years, come on, man. You ain't hot. Anybody could do that. You supposed to be good when if you any half decent type battle rapper and you get 2 years to write for somebody and they don't know you writing for them and they just stand on the road battling consistently every year, but yet you locked in on them without them knowing you locked in on them, and then you decide to take the battle after you memorized all your stuff by heart and really finished. Like, no. Come on, man. No.
So you think Cassidy been sitting back writing for Goodz these last couple years?
Yeah, he said he done already. He said he done already. He knew he was getting good.
He said, I think in his interview he said that he told Smack to give him whoever he wanted, but
only because he knew that Smackman was gonna offer him goods. You know, I like people like adding stuff to it, like try to make it seem more than what it is. He know. He knew.
Yeah, he knew he was getting Goodz.
He knew.
That's why. If Goodz watch him, I don't want to see him no more. He needs to retire because the music and the Cassidy was my favorite rapper growing up. He was one of my favorite rappers growing up, but we keeping it real. He haven't been doing good music-wise lately.
Right.
He haven't heard nothing from in the industry. And his last battle with Dizaster wasn't good.
Right.
So, and one thing I was stressing to my homie the other day, like, he's still big on Cassidy, and I'm like, bro, you gotta, like, no, he's like, what Goodz gonna say to Cassidy? I'm like, bro, this man was caught with a transgender.
Two of them, allegedly.
Two transgenders. It ain't nothing Cassidy can say. If Goodz brings up that transgender situation, it ain't nothing Cassidy can say back to this man. Nothing he can say back. That's gonna he gonna have to say something real crazy. He gonna have to have some type of crazy rebuttal. And he
said he ready to rebuttal that.
Man, if it's true, if Goodz, the worst thing that can happen to Cassidy in this battle is if Goodz get in contact with that transgender and have that transgender come to the battle. That's the worst thing that can happen to Cassidy.
I think he gonna do it. I honestly believe he gonna do it because he do that type of stuff. He known for doing that.
If he do that, man, I might just cut the battle off. Ain't no point in watching it no more.
I don't want to cut it off. I want to see how Cassidy respond when he see him face to face again. What's gonna be his look? Because he gonna know, and you gonna know when it's true because he gonna know exactly who he is soon as he see him.
Right, yeah. Right. And if you don't
I hope that transgender come to the battle with his full beard and mustache.
Hey, if Cassidy don't pop off on that transgender, if Goodz bring that transgender out and Cassidy don't pop off, it's true. It's true.
Right.
Because ain't no way you finna bring a transgender to a battle with me against me, and y'all finna sit in my face and lie and say that I had some type of relationship with this transgender. Like, no, he gotta pop off.
Well, he ain't gonna do it.
Okay, yeah. I have another subject for you. I seen this. Okay, I was watching one of your shows the other day. How you was talking about the Bachelor.
Yeah.
Yeah, now I watched a couple of your shows. Like, those are my favorite shows, actually, when you get on them subjects.
Wait till you see the one I do tomorrow. But go ahead.
Yeah. It's a video. Have you seen that video going around on Facebook? I guess they found the Homo sapien. Have you seen that video?
It's new. Oh, what?
Oh, it's new. They found the live Homo sapien. They say
live.
They had it on camera.
Live.
Yeah, it was live. Yeah, somebody went live, and it was a Homo sapien, and they trying to say that this right here proves evolution. I'm gonna send it to you when I got the phone with you.
You know, the government and them try to do a lot of things with a lot of testing and things going on behind the scenes we don't know nothing about, crossbreeding and all these things like this, manipulating cells and DNA and all that stuff. So, but what about it though? Was it getting somewhere?
What you think of it? It's another trick. What you think about it?
Well, according to the Word of God, the Bible teaches us that in the last days that we're living in now, the devil is going to be doing a lot of deceiving tricks to manipulate, to influence, to gather a masses of a non-believing state to people. And because they're not grounded in God, a lot of them going to believe the deception. Now, I don't put nothing past the government at all. None of the tricks that we know for them to be doing and things like that. Anything is possible to some degree when dealing with them. I definitely believe, I personally believe the Antichrist is a clone. I really believe that within my spirit that the Antichrist is going to be a clone, because when you read the Bible, he just appeared out of nowhere. Nobody knows his history. The Bible titles him the man of sin. In other words, what sin is, he will be the embodiment of it. He also called the damned one in the Bible. Now, a person in the Bible who called the damned one, meaning from birth, this thing didn't stand a chance. To me, that can be no other than some type of clone or some type of manipulation of DNA cell structure, why this person will be damned from birth. You get what I'm saying? Especially if he represents Satan in bodily form. Like, this wouldn't be a natural spirit. This would be like a corrupt, scientific type spirit. And it makes a lot of sense to me. And that's why you hearing and you seeing all these things taking place. And the only way you can be damned from birth is when something is wrong with how you were born. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, that makes perfect sense. Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
And we know they've been cloning. We seen the liger. We saw them crossbreed a lion and tiger together and come up with the liger, the biggest cat in the world. We saw them crossbreed sheep and pigs and chickens. And if they could manipulate that, they could alter and manipulate human life too.
Yeah, they're trying so hard. They're trying so hard to find some type of way to discredit God. That's all it is.
And to live forever. See, the thing about the devil is he can't stop prophecy. His job is to stop prophecy from happening because the prophecy reveals his end. And if he can stop what the Bible prophesied that shall come to pass, it assures his liberty of not going to hell. So he fight hard to prevent prophecy from happening. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's why that's why if you think about, that's why all them places over there, all the Muslim countries, and if you go through history, you'll find like all these empires that rose from the Babylonians, Assyrians, Egyptians, them, the Romans, the Greece, the Ottoman Empire. They always wanted their headquarters to be set up in Jerusalem, because that's the place where the last war takes place, Armageddon. That's the place where Jesus returned in the last days, and the enemy wants to control it to try to prevent prophecy from happening.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So when you doing your next show on these subjects?
Tomorrow I'm definitely doing my next show. Tomorrow at like probably 8 o'clock. Soon my daughter leaves.
Okay, I'm going to subscribe to you so I can get that notification, because I don't want to get too off subject with the topic, but it's the show that you got going on right now. So, yeah, I'm going to listen to your show tomorrow. I'm going to follow up, and I got a few more questions on these topics, but I'm going to let you get back to
you can ask look, let me tell you something. God come before anything. Battle rap talk ain't nothing. God come before anything. You got something you want to say, God putting on your heart, you can ask, bro. That's what I'm here for.
Yeah. No, it was basically about the subjects we just had, because I know a few atheists. I know a few atheists that argue with, and I try to stay away from them, but we cross paths in there, and the subject always come up, and they always got their signs to back them up, and I got the word to back me up, but
well,
it never we never come to agreement, and we're not supposed to.
This is what you tell an atheist who think they smart. You could come to agreement, because first of all, science don't disprove God. Science actually testifies to God. But here's something that no atheist can deny who calls himself intellectual or smart. Life itself is intelligent, right?
Right.
All intelligence comes from a person, something, right?
Right.
So who's the person behind the intelligence? Intelligence also have to do with the mind, right?
Exactly.
Okay. Well, if intelligence is dealing with the mind, which can only come from a person, that kills and defeats atheism. Because creation itself testifies that the universe is intelligent. And intelligence is behind it. You can't have intelligence. You can't have intelligence without the mind. And you can't have a mind without a person. You understand what I'm saying?
And that's one of the points that's one of the subjects we argued about the other day, the existence of the universe. And it's crazy because he brought up the science. He brought up scientists trying to basically create a model of the universe in a science lab. And I'm like, bro,
not gonna happen.
You said what? You said what?
It's not gonna happen. They can't do that.
It's not gonna happen. But I told him, bro, just think about what you said. Were they trying to create a universe in a lab, a model of the universe in a lab?
You can't do that.
Bro,
that don't even.
That take intelligent mind to even do that. It's not.
That's stupid. That's stupid within itself, because
right.
the tangible material that the universe is created on is not in the hands of science to duplicate. You get what I'm saying? You can't duplicate it. You can't duplicate it. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So, like I said, it's common sense, and that's how it comes. Like when dealing with atheists and things like that, you deal with them by dealing with their hearts. You have to talk to them on a human reasoning. And one thing about it is they have a spirit. which will testify against them and convict them. And you have to, like, I don't really know how deep you go when it comes to the word, but when you're dealing with an atheist, you have to hit him at the very center core of the thing that he loves. And once you bring that to the light and you allow the gospel to confront the situation, the gospel wins all the time. All the time.
Right.
And the Spirit will convict and bring a person to repentance, because that's the evidence of the love of God.
Right. Yeah, and they always ask that question, or say to make it time is show me proof of God is this. Show me. How can you prove that? And I was like, bro, like you have to go. You have to be. I don't know. You have to. I've been through situations personally, so to know that God is real. So
right.
That's my. I'm living proof. My testament is living proof. So if you don't believe my testament, then it ain't too much. Like you ain't gotta believe me.
See, one thing they can't deny. See, here's the thing I get atheists on too. Everything that they try to go against God with, they agree to. They agree to. Like, for instance, the Bible says that we live on planet Earth. You don't know that apart from the Bible. That record and recorded record come from God himself. You don't know the sun is the sun. You don't know the moon is the moon. You don't know the stars is the stars apart from the word of God. Okay? You don't know that you are a man apart from the word of God. Because the word man means Adam. Adam means man. The first man ever created was named Adam. Right? Well, what are atoms made of? Electrons, protons, and neutrons. One atom is made up of those three, which also testify to what God says. Man is made in the image and likeness of God. It's 3 parts to man, just like it's 3 parts to God. Man is spirit that has a soul that lives in the body. The triune God we worship as the Godhead, or the counsel of God, is the Father, the Holy Spirit, and the eternal Word, which is Jesus Christ. So everything they go against God with, they agree to God. God said you a man, they're a man. God said you a woman, they're a woman. God said we on earth, and that's the sun, moon, and stars, and that's exactly what they call it. So they going against God at the same time agreeing with God. You get what I'm saying? Because apart from that, you wouldn't even know. You wouldn't even know. And then when they say things like, show us God and prove this and that. First of all, if I could show you God, and if God showed himself every time a person wanted him to show himself, he no longer is God the way that they want to see him. You get what I'm saying? That would make you God. That means we command and God is the servant. You see the difference?
Yeah.
You see, think about that. Think about everybody who say that. Why God don't show himself? Why he just can't prove? Look. But that's the evidence of God knowing that you honestly love him. Jesus said when the disciples was with him and they saw him and Thomas stuck his hand in his side and then his hand in the holes where he was crucified in, Thomas said, "My Lord and my God." Jesus said, "Because you saw me, you believe. But blessed are those who haven't saw me and believe." The evidence of our love for God, we walk by faith and not by sight. We don't have to see God to know that he's there. And we understand why we can't see God in a sinful state. God is holy, righteous, pure, and true. He must judge all sin. I am a sinner. So for me to see the holy, righteous judge of all the earth, Lord of lords and King of kings, for me to see him, and not be made right by the blood of Jesus Christ demands the judgment of God on my life.
Right.
So when they say things, they don't know they condemning themselves by the things they ask. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. You got a point. You got to keep with the. I never heard the analogy before as far as the atom, the protons and neutrons. That was the first time I heard it broken down like that before.
Right, and they say they science. So if they scientists, tell them that.
Yeah.
Ask them, is atoms in the human body? They're going to say yes. Well, where do you get the name atom from, and what's the definition of atom? The definition of atom is mankind, written in the book of Genesis. And God made Adam. He made them, male and female. He made them. And he called them Adam. He called them Adam.
Right. And it's crazy that they believe in anything. They believe in anything but God. That's crazy. Like, if you ask them, they'll say they won't believe that Jesus existed, even though it's records across the world that Jesus existed, but they'll turn around and believe Christopher Columbus or somebody existed, even though without seeing them, but it's written that Christopher Columbus existed. It's just crazy, man. It's crazy.
Right.
I don't know. Just crazy, bro.
Everybody know Jesus existed. That ain't even nothing to even debate about. Anytime a person say Jesus didn't exist, that's a person who you know is a fool, who haven't done no studying. Now they just talking just to be talking, and they just sound ignorant with what they saying.
And then they trying to say, a man walked on water. You believe a man walked on water. You believe a man split the sea. You believe.
Right. You know what? Yeah. I believe that. Just like I could believe the stars sit up in the sky and they stay there. Just like I believe that that our solar system continue to rotate around the sun, not being out of place. Yes, I believe that. Believing Jesus walked on water and that being true, it just as true as knowing that the stars stay in the sky and sit there. And that our solar system we live in continue to rotate faithfully around the sun. That we continue to have winter, spring, summer, fall. That is just as true and faithful. Matter of fact, I believe more a person walked on water than knowing that the planet holding up. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Come on now. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You see how you can't get a... Look, everything is based upon faith. Everything is based upon faith. Oh my God, don't get me started. You got to have faith that God gonna keep holding us up. Oh my God. You get what I'm saying? That's faith.
I always tell them, atheism is just another religion. You believe. I believe there is a God. You believe that there is not a God. So,
bro, but do you see how that just crushed everything about them? Did you see how I just did that?
Yeah.
So what's more believable? That the man could walk on water, or the stars sits in the heavens and stay there?
Not just the man walked on water, but the man that created everything, like the man that created the whole universe.
Right.
If a man...
I don't know what study. Look, I don't know what study I want to do tomorrow, because I got two of them I want to do that's so powerful. I might do this one called The Common Sense of God.
Right, yeah.
The common sense of God. How understanding God, and it's going to be so deep, but it's going to be so simple at the same time and make a lot of sense. Make a lot of sense. I can't wait to do that tomorrow.
That's one, like, if God can make a whole universe, how hard is it for him to manifest himself to a man's body and walk on water? How hard is that? Like, we're talking about the man that created the universe. It's not that hard. Like, come on now.
Man, brothers, look, you know what's crazy? It's miracles all around us, fam. When you see alligators and anacondas and lions and giraffes and elephants and cheetahs and leopards and monkeys and rhinos and all these different species of birds and trees. Those are all miracles.
They give all that to evolution. They give all that to evolution.
No such thing. Look, let me tell you something. If that was the case,
if a fish evolved to a land animal, the land animal evolved to some type of horse, and the horse evolved to some type of monkey, and the monkey evolved to a human.
If that's the case, if that's the case, why they ain't keep evolving? You would figure if we all evolved from monkeys, it shouldn't be no more monkeys left. Shouldn't be no more monkeys left. We should all be human beings by now.
But yeah, I get to tell you about it. Then they turn around and say evolution don't work like that. We all evolving. It takes thousands of years to see. Like it takes thousands of years to see, but you saying that right there, that's people wrong. You got faith. You got faith in this evolution. So everything dies. So yeah, we got something coming.
Yeah.
That's faith.
Well, don't let it bother you, brother.
Yeah. I just wanted to touch on. I didn't want to change your show.
No, ain't nothing wrong, bro. I told you, ain't nothing wrong with that. Anytime God puts something on your heart, and you just need to talk to a brother or want me to hear you out, man, that's okay. Man, look, that's battle rap, man. Man, the hell with battle rap. What is that? That's nothing. We talking about people's lives and souls, man. We talking about how the devil is destroying and killing and taking families. We talking about how you in a war for your eternal soul, whether you believe it or not. Are you going to fight back?
We don't have that much time left either. There's not that much time left. So.
Right. Are you going to fight back? And notice, bro, just before you called, the brother who called before you was saying the same thing, like G Soldier. And G Soldier is a battle rapper. He like, man, I like hearing about when you talk about the word of God and you broke down the three heavens. And see what I'm saying? So God created in man the desire to want to know who he is. That's why you have atheists studying. You have all these other religions searching. Because the emptiness that's in man is that void that only God can fill, that he give us the desire to want to search, to worship something. Because that challenge that you haven't accomplished and that hurdle you ain't came over is no other than Jesus Christ. It's no other than Jesus Christ. And that's why that void can't be filled with nothing else. A woman can't fill it. Money can't fill it. Food can't fill it. Liquor can't fill it. Drugs can't fill it. The only thing can fill that emptiness and void in your life is the Spirit of the living God. By accepting and believing in Jesus Christ. You're going to keep going through life searching. You're going to keep bumping your head. You're going to keep making the wrong decisions and choices. Because the Spirit of the living God can only fill that void. Nothing else can.
That's true. That's true. And I've been watching your videos. Like, I've been subscribed to you since the last.
You went to my gospel channel?
No, you got a gospel channel?
Yeah, it's called, matter of fact, I'm going to send you the link to it. This your number. I'm going to send you the link to my gospel channel. It's called Engaging the Enemy. Engaging the Enemy. I got some deep stuff on there, brother.
Is it based off the same setup where you talking in front of the camera like you do on your show?
Not right here. I be in another room. Okay,
yeah, but as you talking about it though, right?
Yeah, it's me.
Okay,
it's me.
Yeah.
It's I go into the I break down the Hebrew Israelites movement on I go through the thing. Well, I prove the virgin birth is real and true. I go through that because they don't try not to believe in that. I go through this false movement. I break down this false movement of people saying I used to be a Christian and I left. I break that down. I do the.
So how you feel about that statement right there?
Well,
a lot of atheists do lie and say that, and I know that's a lie.
Well,
that's why they go two times. One, they say the reason why I'm an atheist is because I was a Christian.
That's a lie. According to the Bible, according to the Bible, you can only be a Christian one time. Ain't no such thing as leaving. You can't leave because what is the evidence of being a true born again believer? You receive the gift of the Holy Spirit. And according to the Bible, when you receive the gift of the Holy Spirit, you are saved forever. Forever. So you can't lose your salvation because it's not yours to lose. Salvation is a person. And when you read the book of Luke chapter 2, when Simeon is holding Jesus as a newborn baby in his arm, he says, he's saying to God the Father, now your servant can go rest in peace, for I have seen your salvation. Salvation is not a process. Salvation is a real person. It's an actual person. Salvation is Jesus Christ. Jesus said, no man choose me, but I choose you. What hurt people is they believe that they are the one that's holding on to God. No. According to the Bible, Jesus say, I chose you. You didn't choose me, and no man could snatch you out of my hand. I hold on to you. You not holding on to me. Stop thinking that you are holding on to me. Because one of Jesus' titles is this. He's the author and finisher of your faith. The author and finisher is the one who began it and ended. The Bible say, he that is faithful and just, who begun a work in you, is faithful and just to complete it. Think about it. He began the work in you. He also faithful and just to complete it also. You understand what I'm saying? So they never was saved because they never received the gift of the Holy Spirit. The Bible say no man with the Spirit of God can call Jesus accursed. And when they rebelling against Christ, blaspheming his name, rejecting him, you never receive the Holy Spirit. Because that's one thing the Spirit will not allow you to do. Is reject the one who died for you.
Right.
Come on now, brother. I go deep in that study. Wait till you see that one.
Yeah. You have to send me that link over.
I'm gonna send you the link to it.
It just put my mind. No, it was an important question. It'll come back up. It'll come across my mind. But you said you want live again tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be on that tomorrow with a couple of questions I got for you.
Okay, I appreciate it, man, and keep them coming. I like when brothers ask questions because you don't know when you asking a question, you may think you asking for yourself, but it's other people who probably want, like, yeah, I wanted to know that. I always wanted to know that too. You know what I'm saying? And the Bible teaches us as believers to be ready to answer any question a person have to ask you pertaining to the hope that you believe in the faith. So I love when you come up with questions, brother. Anything on your mind. Don't be no stranger. Just ask it.
Right. Yeah, you gonna have to shoot me that link up because I'm gonna check out your channel.
Okay.
I appreciate your platform and yeah.
Well, I thank you too, brother. I'm glad I could be a blessing to you, just like you've been one to me, fam. So. Just get up with me tomorrow. I'm going to send you the link when I'm done with this live.
All right, bro. God bless you, man. Talk to you, man.
You too.
Okay.
My man.
What's going on, True?
Come on with it. What you talking about, brother?
All right, great. So, you have a tendency of saying that Cassidy pretty much writes his raps. In other words, you're saying like he's been sitting on bars for a while and Loaded Lux and Mook do the same thing. But I just want you to consider this argumentation. Well, think about when Cassidy was debating Dizaster. And remember when the battle was ruined, the next day, right, under 24 hours, actually, Cassidy had 3 new rounds for Dizaster. And that shows how quick he can write. So for you to assume that he's sitting on bars because he says he writes so quickly, think about immediately after the first battle with Dizaster.
First of all, brother, the first battle with Dizaster didn't even really go through. He didn't even get through one round What are you talking about? That meant he still had the 2 rounds he didn't even get to say. Not only that, if you listen to what he said the next day, those bars he was saying, he could have said to anybody. I got Brazilian watch like Bumblebee. I got no, that wasn't direct and personal. That was not direct and personal. So you can't use that as a main. This is what I'm saying. The way Cassidy rap, like, I'm going to give you an example. Now, you saw Cassidy last interview, right?
Yeah.
Did you hear when he said, if they give me the chicken, I battle Rum Nitty, Arsenal, and them, all these guys y'all want me to battle, I battle them the same day. I battle Goodz, all of them lined up, one after another. And he's speaking like he mean this. Okay, first of all, you got the right for all of them. You can't already have rounds written for them and ready, and you ready right now. He talking about, I'm ready right now for them. Well, that only means the stuff you saying can pertain to anybody. In this their era in battle rap, we are personal and direct. That's how come we could listen to a person and be like, he could have said them rap to anybody. When we listen to bars, we know the history of basically every battle rapper. So we could tell when they saying things out of their mouth that it's actually really true or not, that he wrote for them, because it's going to be direct. See what I'm saying? So he thinking because he got these bars stored up, he could say them the Rum Nitty, Arsenal, Shotgun, Suge. No. Not in this their era. See, he still thinking about how they rap back then. You can say that stuff to everybody on every block in every neighborhood. In this their era, you only get to use these bars one time. And they got to be direct and personal to the person who you talking about, or everybody gonna know, like, no. Remember when they called Verb up when he rapped up against Caustic, but those was supposed to be rounds he had for who was that? Shoddy Horror he's supposed to go up against? But he was using the Shoddy Horror rounds or the Sharon round for Caustic. And when you see stuff like that, you can't get away with that in this day and age. We gonna know what you.
True. That is true, brother. I agree with you with that. That's where he's in Group's era. He's delusional at that point, because he's comparing how it was before, where you were able to reuse the very same bars versus anybody over and over again. And that isn't the case with battle rap now. I agree with you 100% on that. Right. But as far as I think that he writes so much, in my opinion, I could be wrong, but I think that Cassidy has the capacity to write really quickly. Because
but if you listen to it,
that he keeps coming out with on a daily basis, I think that he writes a lot.
Right, but this is what I was going to say. Yeah, look, let me tell you something. It's easy to write songs. Battle rap is entirely different. My other point I want to say to this point is this. He write a lot, but let's just be honest. A lot of that stuff he be spitting, that stuff ain't hot. That stuff is not hot. That music is not good like that. And that's why his name ain't buzzing. And for him to do all these raps and all these mixtapes and all these tracks, why is he still not buzzing? Why is he not a factor when it comes to the industry? Why Meek Mill's them way blowing up over him? Why is it that his songs is not accepted? He's doing all this writing. Come on, man. That stuff be trash, man.
It is trash. And that's why I want to ask you, Truth. Why is it with the material that he has, the content that we have access to, and even with these industry rappers, why do people keep having hopes in these individuals when obviously the content that they have now is garbage? Like, why is it that they keep having hope and saying, well, Cassidy, he might 2-1 Goodz? When you listen to the stuff that he has now, when you look at his previous battle versus Dizaster, there's nowhere in the world that you would assume that he'll win. Or even do good, because his material's not good.
Well, he definitely not going to do good on the main stage. That's a fact. From what I'm hearing, this Avocado backed it up. Geechee Gotti them backed it up. That this battle against Goodz now is going to be on the main stage. He cannot perform in front of him. We saw how bad he looked against Dizaster. He didn't know how, he couldn't function. His stage presence was horrible. He couldn't control the crowd. He got frustrated when his bars wasn't going over well. If you look at Cassidy, through the battles we saw him battling, from what we know of him, Since when have he ever had stage presence, energy, control the crowd?
Never.
Right.
And the argument that he uses, he says, well, he's done concerts, but that's totally different. Concerts, you don't have adversaries, you don't have opposition. People actually there to listen to the music that you produce. This is different from battle rap.
Then he said,
just because you do concert, does that mean Justin Bieber can battle? Does that mean Britney Spears can battle?
Right.
Because they do concerts. I guess they have crowd presence.
Didn't Jay Mills say that same thing in the face-off with K-Shine? What they mean? Not control the crowd. Club Drum is only 250 people. I performed in front of 20,000 people, 30,000 people with Lil Wayne and them when we did All the Girls in the World. Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's a song. What happened when he got in Club Drum, that little bitty club with only 200 people? They was heckling him. He couldn't control the crowd. He arguing with them and everything because they wasn't used to that setting, fam. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
They used to just rapping and standing in one spot. When you on that main stage that's built for the Hitmans, the Tay Rocks, the K-Shines, the New Jersey Twerps, the Tsunami Surfs, the Charlie Clips, the DNAs, you gonna get killed. You can't just come in, gone for 10 years, like you finna rock the crowd, like it's a concert. Nope. And see, his head so big, he believed, this dude really believing that everybody just finna be in awe of him. He don't know how battle rap go. He don't know how, like, when you on that stage and they like, okay, it's actually going down. Cassidy on stage, Goodz on stage. So that very first round, halfway through, the shock value is gone. Now you got to get through with bars. That's the same thing happened with Jay Mills and Mook. When Mook pulled out that do-rag, the crowd was going crazy. When Jay Mills took the stage, the crowd was going crazy. Okay, Mills, okay.
Yep.
2 minutes, look, 1 minute in, reality hit back in for them battle rap fans. Like, hold on, these dudes ain't giving us nothing. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
Man, it was over. It was over. Them chants started turning to booze real quick. Same thing with Cassidy. When Cassidy got on that stage, fam, with Dizaster Day 1, the crowd was going crazy. When he started opening his mouth, that stuff wasn't landing. They was like, boo. He had to get the hell up off that stage and sabotage the battle.
Yep, that's true. And true, I want you to elaborate. You made an excellent point. I was listening to you this morning. You said that, and I never looked at it from this perspective. You said, well, even if he did battle 5,001 people, you mentioned how you don't even believe those people that he battled were as good as the people that are currently in URL, in battle rap right now.
First of all, who are they? Who are they?
Right.
Look, and this one I'm trying to say. Who are they? You saying you 5,001, but who you 5,001 against? The URL is the biggest battle rap stage in the United States. It's where all the best battle rappers in the world on. They don't really get nobody on that stage who ain't the best. You got this record, but you never went up against the best. So how could you say you the best when it's basically like the URL is the NBA. You playing high school ball talking about you better than everybody in the NBA. You ain't even been on a major stage yet. This is going to be your first time on a big stage in your whole battle rap career. Your first time. Going up against a guy who probably ain't even ranked top 50 in the game. Let's be honest.
Yeah, I was mad about that. I was mad alongside Woody. Like, why would Smack choose Goodz out of anybody? That pissed me off, man.
Yeah, that didn't make no sense.
Good. You had every person to kill Cassidy. Because when you think about it, that, like you said, he made a great point. Now when Cass battles Goodz, for those who are not accustomed to battle rap, they're going to think that Goodz is the representation or the embodiment of what battle rap is.
Right. And you know what? He gonna blow it out of proportion to try to get a better deal or drop a single or try to get some coverage. So that's crazy, man. When you got people like Cassidy and them coming in and they finally agree to take one of them battles and you got the option to put them in there with a killer, you have to make right on that investment, man. You have to put him in there with a killer that's gonna humble him, that's gonna knock that price down and immediately make him have to do an emergency battle for lesser price. Because what happens is when he lose, that's going to be the last you hear of him. And what the look, none of his 5,000 wins mean nothing to his last battle. You heard the saying, you just as good as your last battle? If he gets smoked, that's all you know. You don't know nothing else. Nobody cares about the freeway. Nobody cares about the disaster. They looking like, damn, Rum Nitty smoked Cassidy. And he have to recover from that. By look. Or it's going to still be out there on him, and that's the last footage we got of him. Like, oh, last time we saw you, you got bodied. You get what I'm saying? So he got to cover that up. Like, oh, man, I need to do an emergency battle, and this time you might could give me goods. You get what I'm saying?
In Battle Truth, I want to say, too, and I want the chat to hear this, stop saying that it makes sense for Cassidy to battle Goodz because it has a storyline. That is irrelevant.
Right.
I get storylines make sense within the battle rap culture among battlers, but Cassidy don't really, his storyline is he's supposed to be 5,001. That's a storyline in and of itself. You don't need to have a storyline because Goodz has a storyline they ought to battle. No, Cassidy is a storyline of himself. He's 5,001, has it lost, so you put him up against a killer. Right. You're not looking for a storyline. Like other battlers, they battle so much, and sometimes they get oversaturated. I get it. You need to create some form of storyline, but that doesn't have to be the case with Cassidy. He has a large following.
According to Cassidy, it ain't a storyline. Cassidy said he battled me. I don't remember. But he said I killed him, so I guess I might have did kill him. What's the storyline? That's not a storyline. Get up out of here. The storyline was Cassidy and Arsenal, or Cassidy and Shotgun Suge, or Cassidy and Rum Nitty. Those are the real storylines. But I still got to rock with Goodz because he represents the battle rap community. And all I'm asking for Goodz to do is come with it like he did when he battled Rock. If he come with it like he did when he battled Rock, you know what? Goodz, look, let me tell you something. Goodz ain't a stupid guy. I'm going to give him some credit and believe he's smart. He know that this is the biggest battle of his career. He know how much this battle would mean if he be the first one to say, I actually beat Cassidy. He know what he can benefit from this battle if he come with it. So I refuse to believe with all the stuff Goodz know he could benefit from this battle, he not going to come with it to try to smoke this guy. I refuse to believe that.
But let's also address the elephant in the room like you've also done also. Remember how you were speculating, look, if Goodz has it in the contract that he doesn't want anybody to talk about his daughter, then just as much Cassidy can have it in the contract that he doesn't want anybody to talk about the tranny issue. And you know how I know it's in the contract? Because remember what you said. You say Jay Black is associated with URL, correct?
Yeah.
So being that he's associated with URL, Jay Black doesn't even talk about it. So that leads me to suspicion. I'm like, wait a minute. This is a major issue that hit the headlines. That Jay Black nor Tech 9 touches on it. And maybe the reason why they're not touching on it is because Smack and Deezer say, hey, this is going to be part of the contract. Cassie doesn't want anybody to bring this up.
Good point.
Why wouldn't they talk about it?
Good point. Because they definitely didn't talk about it. And it's crazy because mostly every battle rapper is known for certain, like we always gonna tease Shotgun Suge for the trick thing. We always gonna tease New Jersey Twerk for the stealing bars and the stealing the purse thing and his hoodie. We always gonna tease Arsenal for when he got pressured by Trick also. We always gonna do Verb on his mama being the lesbian and thing. We always gonna get T-Rex on the 999s getting stolen. You always gonna see every battle rapper got this cloud hovering over their head to the point that you know these angles is used against them. How is it that you, like you said, they won't even bring it up? And I never looked at it like that. That's true. If it's not in the contract, then probably why they're not talking about it.
Right, because they're affiliated with one another. He pretty much, Jay Black works for Smack, and if that's in the contract, they want to make sure they're going to protect the supposed battler.
Because they talk about everybody else's. They definitely talk about everybody else.
Right, because they sat there and never mentioned. They said, well, we can't even think of anything that Goodz can say to Cassidy. Really?
Right.
Like, there's plenty of things.
A lot, right, a lot. That was crazy. And they actually let that go past and not challenged it at all in no type of way.
And that's why, and also, let's agree on this, that's why they wouldn't want someone like you on the platform.
Right.
Or give you any exposure, because you actually tell the truth. Your name is self-explanatory. Your battle truth. Right. And they know that you have no filter. So you would be kind of counterproductive or detrimental to their political correct stance that they always take.
Do you think I would have said something about that, brother?
What? Yeah. Definitely. Are you serious?
That's crazy.
Yeah. And I brought that point up because, to me, that takes away from the battle when people have these contracts where they're saying, hey, I don't want you to say such and such. And these people are hypocrites to me. You don't want anybody to talk about your daughter, but you can talk about shooting someone's mom, raping someone's sister. You can talk about all these graphic things for the sake of entertainment, but yet you want to personalize things that you find convenient to yourself.
Right. You could talk about my kid. You can't talk about my kid, but you could talk about my mama. You can't talk about you can't talk about my mama, but you can. Really? I don't know, man. Look, if that's the case, you shouldn't be battle rappers. It's called battle rap. You can't take away. You can't take away an angle that I could use that could assure me the battle that hurts you. See what I'm saying? It's battle rap. I need an angle to assure my victory in this battle. You can't take away my weapons and make the playing field even for you. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what they do. And because, like I said, imagine we play along that standard. I say, by the way, I don't want you to talk about, my brother. And then also, don't talk about the car that I once had. Don't talk about the job I work at because because people can continue to do things like that. Right. It actually takes away from someone being able to freely talk about what they want to talk to you about.
Right. First of all, it's just words, and my words don't hold. First of all, it's a battle. We both doing it for a check. I'm not gonna do nothing I say I do. I'm not gonna shoot your kids. I'm not gonna rape them. I'm not gonna take your money. I'm not gonna drag the little boy. This is just bars thrown out there to make sure this event go good, and I just want my check at the end of the day. Simple as that. Because first of all, I wouldn't even, like I said, my kids know I'm a battle rap blogger. And they grown. I don't even watch battle rap with them. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't watch battle rap with my kids. How much more, and they grown. So how much more a little child? Like, really? Your children watching you battle? No. Mm-mm.
So you got Goodz 3-0, correct?
On the big stage, yes.
So I wonder why you say that, like, on the big stage. And I know what you're saying, Cass. Are you implying like I put in a small room a bit closer?
Yeah, because the small, you don't really.
You say that.
You don't really have to do.
You have to have bars.
Like I'm
have bars.
Look, like I said, I'm gonna give you the example. Remember when Cassidy went up against Dizaster? He stunk it up on the stage. He couldn't even get through his rounds. But when they put him in the garage, all he had to do was just stand in that one spot. He didn't have to perform. He didn't have to control the crowd. All he had to do was just stay there while the lights on him. He even had a sweater around his neck that didn't even move. You get what I'm saying? Come on now. Man even had a sweater around his neck that ain't even move. And he didn't have to do no energy. He didn't have to do no animation. He didn't have to do nothing but just standing there and said, you said if Mav Hoffa swing, you double dared him. Well, I double dare you. I double the dog, triple dog dare you. That's all he had to do. Look, he didn't no energy. He ain't sweating. He calm and collective, poised, because he don't got to do nothing. You put him on that main stage, oh, you got to perform. You got to perform. You can't just stand there in one spot. You got to work. You got to bow. You got to hold up pistol shots. You got the angle, and you got to bounce. You got to get it. Cause they gonna be looking like you Chilla Jones or somebody, or B Magic. Now you like, fam, this ain't working.
Because I remember when he was on the main stage with Dizaster. Remember that little poor performance he did when he sneezed?
Horrible.
He got like he was choking.
He walking around looking stupid. Like, man, get out of here. You don't even know how this go.
Yeah, man.
No.
That's crazy, man. And to me, it's sad how they keep sponsoring and believing in these J Mills and the murder books and the Cassidys, and these people are just culture vultures, to be honest with you. They're not putting in knee work, no groundwork. Like you said, they're just feeding off the backs of people who put in the groundwork.
Right.
And Cassidy, like he's extremely delusional. And he's very disrespectful, like you said. These guys keep giving him praise, like you said, and always trying to take pictures with him. When he was asked about the A-list,
right,
he said basically no one is but him.
Right. He's so cool with Rock. Did songs with Rock. All that. When the interview, see, that's what I'm saying. When the interviewer asking, oh, look, he like, all these guys losing. All they do is lose. You can't say that. When you not going, look, first of all, when you on that URL stage and when you in the battle rap community, the real battle rap community, you are going to lose because you're going up against the best in the world. You are going to lose eventually. No ifs and buts about it. You're going to run across a guy who on top of his game this night. And look, we have even seen in battle rap where a guy, look, when JC went up against T-Top, 3 fire rounds from JC. Mm-hmm. But T-Top was just the man that night. That JC 3 fire rounds had no effect.
I've had 3 magnificent rounds, but K-Shine was just too much.
See what I'm saying? Just like that. Look, so you know in battle rap, when you're going up against the best, you are going to lose. Simple as that. Because you're going up against the best in the world. You're not finna sweep it. Nobody's going to sweep it. When you're going up against all the best battle rappers that the United States has to offer, and they all on one channel, the URL, and you in there with them, you don't never have an easy day. You never have an easy day on the URL.
Right. And he makes URL look bad. Because imagine you didn't know anything about battle rap. And you hear someone say, yeah, man, I can beat all these guys all by myself.
Right.
I don't need no preparation. I don't need to tape to make my rounds. Just put all of them in front of me. All he's doing is, excuse my language, but shitting on the URL battlers. He's showing no respect.
Right.
He's not even saying these guys are talented at all.
Right.
And that lets you know that he's a liar. If he's able to lie in our face and try to give us the impression that these dudes can't rap, how much more the tranny situation? How much more the $5,000 situation?
Right.
He's obviously lying in our face.
Right.
So you believe him in any other situation?
Right. That's 2 things. Right. Because here's the thing. When they ask, okay, because he talking about, he like, and the dude Arsenal, he try to talk, he lose too. All these guys keep battling each other and all of them keep losing. Sound like Mayweather. Mayweather was saying that about Pacquiao and them when they were trying to get him to box Pacquiao, but he kept ducking Pacquiao and tried to wait till Pacquiao got older and a little slower before he fought Pacquiao, but he didn't want to fight him when he was at the height of his game and real super fast and knocking everybody out. So he said that same thing. So here go Cassidy speaking as if he battling on a URL while everybody else losing. He beating everybody else though, which that's not the case. But when asked, then who is the A-list? He say none. Ain't no A-list. I'm the only one. Look, he said, I'm the one bringing the crowds out. I'm the one people want to see the battle. What? First of all, you had nothing to do. You had nothing to do with the battle rap community being as big as it is, pay-per-views as big as it is, all the fans that's in it right now. Ain't no Cassidy fans here that's here for Cassidy because he don't battle. He don't battle. Everybody is here because of somebody else. You get what I'm saying? You coming and trying to collect the check off all the work these brothers been putting in, building up the branding platform you never rapped on. You never rapped on. You get what I'm saying? So they don't need to thank you. You need to thank them because they the ones that set it up for you to get a check. Money like this was unheard of in battle rap. Nobody was getting it. He was rapping for free. He was rapping for free.
And mind you, people need to keep this in mind. He rapped, remember, he claims 5,001. So 5,001 people he rapped for free. And then during the pinnacle of his career, Murder Mook's career, like you mentioned, he refused to battle Murder Mook and said, no, I need 25,000, 20 to 25,000. Really?
Right.
After you battled all these people for free? That just lets you know he's a culture vulture. Everything to him, now he's giving impressions about money now.
Right. Just like
5,000 people.
Just like when you said he's saying he 5,000 and he proved if he lied about that, something simple as that, how much more the tranny allegations and the his battle rap record. Now think about it. He's saying, I don't remember battling Goodz. I ain't never battled him, but I guess he said I battled him. So if I battled him, I guess I smoked him. At least he admitted to it. So here's my thing. You can't remember you battled Goodz, but you remember you 5,000 and 0.
Right. How?
You know all 5,000s of your battles, but don't know the one with Goodz.
Right.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
And people said, and I've seen people, I was reading different comments, I was reading people saying, oh, Cassidy's speaking a figurative speech. Well, battlers don't have to speak a figurative speech because they got footage regarding their groundwork.
Right.
They don't have to speak figuratively.
Well, according to Cassidy, he's not speaking figurative. He's speaking factual and literally. He literally believed he's 5,001. He believed that. He believed that. And that go to show you that, see, first of all, I don't care how many people he battled. I don't care how long he battled. That number is false. Anybody in their right mind know that number is false. I don't care what he say or what anybody say. We know that number is false. Now, with that being said, like you said, he could have easily said when the interviewer asked him, well, what's the A-list then? Give me some of the, because the interview wanted to know some of the top dudes in battle rap then. He could have easily said, he got songs with Rock. Rock always showing him love, kissing up behind his butt. He could have easily said, Tay-Rock a killer. He nice. The boy nice. New Jersey twerk nice. Surf nice. Lux cold. Mook cold. You know Mook, Lux. He said nobody, none. All these dudes losers. They all lost. I'm the only one.
They all lost. Yep.
But then look, he'll get around the battle rappers, and you know what they do? Oh, what's up, Cass? What's up, my man? You know, kissing. Come on, man. Stop it, man.
And he lied. And another thing he lied about. This guy's a compulsive liar when I think about it. Another thing you got to keep in mind, Battle Truth, when Charlie Clips was down T-Rex, remember the faces that Cassidy was making?
Uh-huh.
Right. And then people commented on that, said, dang, Cassidy, you basically was pretty much all over Clip's job. You were loving his bars. He was like, no, I wasn't. I'm just, I just love the essence of the sport. It wasn't like I was going crazy over his bars, you know what I mean?
He said that? I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
I ain't hear that.
He justified all his oohs and ahs and saying he wasn't really that impressed.
He didn't even want to give brother credit on the bars.
Yep. And the whole time on the stage, he was going crazy. After every scheme or punchline that Clips did against T-Rex, Cassidy was going crazy. And another thing I want to address too real quick, there's a point I want to address. I've heard people say, well, obviously Cassidy never lost because no one ever came out and said he lost. Now, let's reverse that argumentation. Well, if Cassidy battled 5,000 people, where the heck are they? Why have they never came out? I don't get that.
Right.
Because wouldn't that be, because when in society, winning or losing, knowing that you battled Cassidy, you would like to publicize that.
Man, in this day and age where everybody clout chasing, trying to get subscribers and fan bases and things like that, why wouldn't you?
Right.
Why wouldn't you? It'd be so easy to click the camera on and start your battle rap blogging career off on a good note saying, man, I remember I was in the studio with Cassidy, man, he smoked me. I'm going to tell you what I said. I think I said this. Yeah, my first round went something like this. I did that, man, he came back with something crazy. Come on, man. People will be, come on now.
Yeah, people will be. People trying to publicize it, but like you said, it's clout chasing. It's good publicity. You know, but, and that's why, that's the issue I have with, another question I have, Truth, bro, is, do you believe, like I remember, for an example, I remember when I was growing up, I used to play basketball against my uncle, and I thought he was so good. And then when I got older, I realized, man, maybe he wasn't as good as I thought. Do you think that we reached the day and age where maybe these battlers weren't as good as we thought in light of these new battle age rappers?
You know what? I went back to some of them Mook them battles, and I was not impressed. I was like, ugh, man. I'm like, man. Yeah, I mean, yeah. When you look at how things is now, it's just more aggressive. It's more strategic. But I think the best time in battle rap, it still haven't been beat, was during the Midwest East Coast movement. That still was the greatest era in battle rap. I mean, the way everybody was separated individually. Nobody sounded like nobody else. Everybody had that. These boys were so good. Everybody finishing move, everybody's signature moves was fire. I'm talking about everybody's signature move was fire. Everybody's sayings was fire. Nobody wanted to lose. Nobody wanted to be known as a person who lost. Losing really meant something. It didn't only mean something to you, but it meant something to the region you were representing. Nobody wanted to lose to the Midwest. Nobody from the Midwest wanted to lose to the East Coast. Nobody in separate cliques wanted to lose to nobody, because when you lost, it hurt us all. So it was like these brothers had real life grudge matches. But what I love about them is it was real, true grudge matches, but they had such professionalism and sportsmanship, it actually made the sport better. But it was so serious at the same time, and those battles was monumental.
They didn't seem buddy either. Now they're in hotels with each other, smoking with each other, hanging out, and sleeping in the same bed or bunk beds with each other. It's changed. I'm not saying people can't be friends, but I noticed that it's come to the point where some of this stuff seems staged to me. You know, like as if they're sparring with each other and showing each other's bars. You know, when I look back at, for example, let me substantiate my point. When I look back at the Sue Surf and Hitman battle, and I was listening to them how they were buttling each other, I said, man, it looks like you guys, this is staged. But the point I get what you're saying is not as competitive as it once was. It's to the point, you know how you know it's not as competitive as it once was? When you have people like Jay Black justifying champion of the year after a guy was 3-0 twice.
Right.
How does someone get 3-0 twice, but yet be champion of the year? And if K-Shine was 3-0 twice,
he wouldn't even be in the talks for champion of the year. So that's all politics.
Right. Well, first of all, how you gonna be the champion and you lost? It's called champion for a reason. Champions don't lose. I'm just keeping it real. No disrespect to Geechee Gotti. I think he did his thing. He was good, but you lost. And I think that's unfair to the people who actually did put in work, who actually was going after the goal, and they actually made out on top. I think K-Shine was definitely boycotted. I think the battle rap community, I definitely was ashamed of them. I think that was real dirty how they did that, man. They swept all this brother work under the rug just because of popularity of who you liked it and who you wanted. You don't matter if you don't like somebody or not. You still have to be honest and give credit to what credit is due. A person don't have to know you personally, kick it with you, talk to you, do interviews with you in order for you to give him the credit for the work that he put in. And they cheated that brother out of $10,000. They cheated that brother out of the work he put in. That brother went the whole year undefeated and didn't lose a round. That's something that never happened. And they didn't only rob him out of his $10,000. They robbed him of that milestone that never ever been done in battle rap. And that's bogus, man. That's bogus. That's real bogus.
Right, exactly. And then think about, how they operate with, let's say, for example, Mook. They said, well, since Mook lost the A-verb, then now he's what? He no longer is the GOAT, right? So they understand that if you're the GOAT or some form of champion, so to speak, if you lose, you had it there. Right. So Geechee Gotti loses twice, 3-0, but yet he's still the champion.
I had Geechee Gotti losing. I think I had him losing 4 times this year. I think I had him losing the T-Top. You see the T-Top and Geechee battle out. When you watch it, T-Top won that battle, 1st and 3rd. Then I had him losing to A-Ward. I had him losing to K-Shine. And I had him losing to Rum Nitty. I think Rum Nitty beat him them first 2 rounds. I had Rum Nitty beating him them first 2 rounds, man.
Yeah. And when I listened to some of the arguments they said on the panel, they said, well, even if he lost, hey, but Geechee Gotti's material was good. The content was good.
It wasn't better than Shine's.
That's the logic now.
It wasn't better than Shine's. Shine content had to be good if you 3-on everybody and you not losing a round in battle rap. How you not lose a round in battle rap? I hate it, and I also hate it when they tried to sweep his strength and schedule under the rug. Try to belittle YK. YK don't lose battles. Then they try to belittle Av. Av don't lose battles. Then they didn't even consider what he did to Geechee. He killed Geechee. They swept that under the rug. Just to try to say Jay Mills didn't show up. But y'all didn't know how Jay Mills was going to be until K-Shine did what he did, and you heard Jay Mills. Jay Mills coming in as a legend in the game, highly respected, and people was expecting for him to do good. And just because he didn't, don't mean K-Shine get the blame for bodying him when Geechee Gotti did the same thing to Tech 9.
But they're inconsistent because they don't do that to Verb. They don't say, well, we can't count Verb beating Mook because Mook, his material wasn't as good and he didn't perform as well. See how inconsistent they are? They don't use that logic.
Right.
With Mook and Verb.
Right. Yeah. You got a point. That's why.
So that in and of itself doesn't make any sense. But I knew it was going to be political because when K-Shine was on the show on Champion, he was mentioning how he believes he's going to be the champion of the year. And Jay Black said, hey, wait, don't pretty much hold your horses. Anything can happen during the panel, the debate for champion of the year during the panel.
Right.
Yeah, but
they cheated. They cheated for that brother, man. And like I said, I can't blame Geechee because it's not his fault. It's not his fault. But one of those champion of the years, he wasn't supposed to got. When he said he won 3, he was not the best. I think it was during the time when when he battled Shotgun Suge. He was not supposed to have been champion of the year in that battle. This Drizzy calling up, man.
Real quick, I want to say one thing real quick.
Go ahead.
And then the other point I'm going to make is, I think since they are also, remember how they said, well, Geechee and A-Ward, you know, Geechee wasn't as serious, you know, so we can't count that. But wait a minute. I'm not trying to be funny, but a lot of people don't take Pat Stay seriously.
Right.
Let's be honest.
I'm gonna call you, Drizzy, soon. I'm done. Okay. Go ahead.
They don't take Pat Stay seriously.
Right.
You know, and I'm not trying to be funny again, but a lot of these white boys, they're not good. They're not impressive. Iron Solomon is not impressive.
Right.
He loses every battle.
Right.
He does okay, and they give him credit, and it magnifies whatever he did, but he's not as good. So I was surprised when they had him over JC. That bothered me, but I guess it is what it is.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. And that's why I love the fact, man, I try to be as honest as I can because, first of all, I believe I owe it to the people. Second of all, I owe it to myself. Third of all, again, I just want to be true to the platform that continue to rock with me and support me because of things like this, man. And I look, I don't know none of them brothers. I don't know, man. I just try to be honest as I can.
Hopefully, I'll let you take the call with Drizzy.
Yeah.
You know, what I look forward to, hopefully one day, Jay Black, I'm one of those people, you know, have the guts to actually debate you because it'll be an interesting debate. And I know you won't let the people down, and you'll continue to hold on to the truth and not compromise your integrity.
Well, I appreciate you, brother, man. Thanks for calling up. Good conversation. I know the people gonna love this when it come out, man, because it's definitely gonna keep them entertained, man. Appreciate you, man, and be safe out there, all right?
All right, take care.
My man. Calling you now, Drizzy.
Yes, man.
Drizzy, what's going on, fam?
What's up? What's up, True?
You. Drizzy, y'all. Black Compass Media on.
What's good, bro? What? I caught the tail end of what your man was talking about. I don't really know what the topic is. What's going on, True?
You say you caught the tail end of what brother was just talking about?
Yeah,
he was just he touched on a lot of things though, but you know, we basically just talking up and just doing some background history on the Math and Hollow situation, Goodz and Cassidy, Luxembourg, you know, things like that. And the brother was bringing up, he just was talking about how he didn't like the fact that Geechee Gotti won the champion of the year. There was a lot of politics involved when he had him getting bodied twice this year. So we touched on that. That's what we were just talking about before you called the end.
I'm going to ask you something, brother.
Go ahead.
You know, I just be snooping around on the internet here and there, and I keep seeing this little, it's like a little, I don't think it's real tension. You know, it's a little something. You and Norris keep taking shots at each other. I'm trying to understand. He keeps saying you're not on his level, but you beg to differ. So I'm just trying to understand where this energy.
You know where that you know where that come from, right?
Nah.
That come from me and your interview we did.
Oh, you talking about the best interview to have this? Okay.
Right, that came from that. When we did that interview, everybody in Battle Rap was talking about it. I went on Twitter and tweeted it. Then he came back and like, when you get on my level, something. But, you know, it was just all fun and sports. It ain't nothing personal. So I hit him back like, what you mean when I get on your level? Like, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, you will be invited. I said, you'll be invited to the awards. He said something. I don't know. I forgot what it was, but we were just going back and forth off that. And I had listened to a couple interviews he did, And like the chess interview, that was horrible. Then he did the other interview. With Swave where he was trying to convince Swave to like the homosexual rapper. and I just had to address them, and then he was like, so it's a blogger who like watching all my interviews and doing recaps on them. I'm like, fam, this battle rap, we talk and address all things. What are you talking about?
Right.
Yeah, but it's all in fun though. It's all in fun.
I was watching your first off the Surf blog when you was rapping like Surf. I was crying, yo. Me and Posey and Tony, but we was talking about that blog for about 30 minutes, man. That was funny. The blog you did when you was rapping like Surf.
Right. Who was talking about it for 30 minutes?
Me and Posey, everybody from Black Compass, man. We was talking about it. We was laughing. Man.
Oh, y'all was on the air talking about it?
Yeah, we was just like on the phone talking about it, man. We was crying.
I'm so mad, Drizzy, man. I left out one of my favorite parts I wanted to say that I left out.
What part is it? Let me hear it live.
The part when he be like, you know, every time he know he got some mediocre bars and they not good, he always try to say, like, nah, I don't want none of that. I don't need none of that. Like if somebody clap or something, because he know his stuff ain't really that good, he'll say that. Just like when he had the part when he rapped against Tay Rock, and he was like, he said something by his shoulder. Hey, cuz, help me get the nigga over. And it was like what? That don't even. What are you talking about? And then look, he looked at the crowd because nobody really responded. He said, they'll get it later. They'll get it later.
They'll get it later. They catch it later.
You remember that? He had that line. It was so dull. It was so lame. He was like, hey, cuz, help me get the nigga over. I was like, no, Surf. No. He said, they'll get it later because they didn't respond. It was so whack. When you go, if you go back and see it, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. But yeah, I had to do that blog because I was watching his live feed, Drizzy, man, and them dudes was going crazy over him. I was like, this is sad. Like, really?
Hey, Truth, do you think the people kind of going easy on like the whole ghostwriting thing? Like, Queen basically saying like, yeah, you wrote for me, but I wrote for you too. And, like, are people going easy on that? Because I feel like years ago, like that stuff was like a big deal back then. Like, is it just more accepted now where people just don't care?
I think it's accepted because you ever heard the saying "out of sight, out of mind," where you know it's going on, but since the evidence not really out, it's like, you know what I'm saying? You left with the possibilities of. Like, for instance, a lot of people believe NWX right for each other. Cave Gang right for each other. We see that quantum physics and QP right for each other. So it's like, is it more acceptable because they're in groups? I mean, what's your take on it?
I don't like none of that stuff, man. Like, I just really want to believe that everybody's writing their own bars. Like, I know it's probably not true, but I just really want to stay in that fan mode where I believe everybody's coming up with their own material, and it ain't really. But the reality is, I know these niggas writing with each other, getting certain parts from each other and stuff like that. So I don't know, man. I just don't even want to hear about it though. Like, that's my thing. I don't want to hear about it. Like,
well, when I look at the situation, man, and I see, I don't know, man. I mean, it's real touchy to some degree because you don't want to believe that the rappers that you like is actually being assisted in what they saying, because it seems like it takes away the believability, the genuineness of it. And it's like, it's hard to, okay, it's sort of like, it's a difference if you're doing music. Like if you're doing music and somebody write for you in music, doing a song, okay. But in battle rap, when you talking that real stuff, and you talking that gangster, real this and that, and I do this, only for you not to be the person behind the pen. It takes away from what you saying, because it's like, that's not you saying that. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I think, again, it's not enough evidence. I think Clean Paper got to pass and Quantum Physics got to pass, because I think they got to pass because they in and out when it comes to battle rap. They in and out. You know what I mean by that, Drizzy?
You said what?
I think they got to pass because they in and out. You know what I'm saying?
What you mean by that?
Meaning that they not considered as being elites. They not consider, they haven't reached that milestone where they like superstars to the point that we could hold them accountable, because they barely all way in when it comes to battle rap anyway. Like sometimes, like QP just came back. So he like in and out, and you don't really know what you're going to get from him. So it's like, you can't really be hard on him, because the battle rap community ain't expecting much from him. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, let's say if it was Av or K-Shine or T-Top or Bridge Ross thing, and we find out Rock or Surf them, somebody writing for them, oh yeah, I think that'd be real big. But we can speculate so far because they're in groups and teams, and according to them, they spar with each other, whatever degree that spar meaning, but ain't no evidence really to just, ain't no rock hard evidence to show that they actually have people that write for them. We just speculate. So I think that's why Clean them got a pass. And when it comes to the women, I think we just know that women have ghostwriters. We know, I think that's something we all believe, and we didn't really need to know truth about that. I think that's just something we just believe off back. You get what I'm saying?
So do you believe that, which do you think most of the female battlers, they have writers?
Do I think most of them got ghostwriters?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Not to say that they not creative or strategic enough to write. I think some of them can write. I'm going to give you an example. My brother and my sister can write. When I was writing for us, they preferred me to write because I write better, even though they knew how to write. Sometimes I made them write, though, certain songs. But then they'll just say, why don't you just go ahead and write it? You better than us in writing anyway, so it's going to be better if you write it. And I just always took that up and been like, okay, I'll just go and write it. You know what I'm saying? But they knew how to write. They just wasn't better than me, and they preferred for me to do it. I think some of these battle rap females do know how to write, capable of writing, but some of the things they be saying be so strategic, so hard-hitting. I'm like, that's nigga writing. You know what I'm saying? I'm keeping it real. Like, sometimes E-Hart, 40 bars, to be so strategic with what they do, I be like, I don't think they that cold like that, fam. You know what I'm saying?
I think some of them are. I think some of them are. I think like E-Hart, I think she definitely come up with her own.
I don't know, man. No disrespect to him, but I don't know, man. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Something about females, I don't know, man. Like I said, I ain't saying they can't write, but I don't think they that good. Some of the things they say, like I saw E-Hart body. I'm talking about body bad news. I'm like, that's nigga right, man. I'm telling you, man. No way. It was just too, like, if you know the female mind, like, it was just too strategic, though, fam. I'm like, no. She ain't surgical like that, man.
Right. I mean, I like these artists. Plus, she didn't really like, she's been kind of like the same. Like, since I've been watching her, like, her style is the same, kind of, like, she didn't, like, randomly start doing something different. So.
And then not only that, think about this, Drizzy. Here's something I just was weighing up. Now, you got all these ghostwriters, but it's not enough stars. But all these ghostwriters saying they write for a lot of people. Danny Meyer say he write for a lot of people. Quantum Physics say he write for a lot of people. Newborn saying he write for a lot of people. Chilla Jones write for people. Even Rome DMV say he ghostwrite for people. So here's my thing. I'm just keeping it, look, and you basically know where that's going. You do know that, right?
Yeah.
Right. That's just still speculation, though. But here's my point.
I've heard things.
Right. You got all these ghostwriters, right? So you got all these ghostwriters who writing for a lot of people. But it ain't that many stars that's actually getting booked and filling out cards. How?
How many? Okay.
How you not running across some of these so-called stars that we watch?
Mm-hmm.
I just think the numbers tell on the system. You get what I'm saying?
Okay, but how many? When y'all say it's not enough stars, how many stars are there supposed to be? Like who?
Let me tell you something. It do supposed to be a lot of stars, though. I'm gonna keep it real, especially when you talking about it's new PG classes like almost every year, and we seeing that the PG classes is not good enough for these brothers to be promoted. Like, let's be honest.
Who's elevated to the star status?
What you say?
Who's elevated to the star level?
Right. That's what I'm gonna say. Like, do you think Holmesy elevated?
No.
Do you think Joe elevated?
No, I never liked Joe though.
Do you think Fettuccine elevated?
No, these are dudes that really didn't make it to get the push. I think we got to go more along the lines of the Riders, Jack Boys, and stuff like that.
Right, but look how long they've been around. See what I'm saying? And we still look at them as being PGs.
I don't look at.
What? You can't say they mid-tiers. They ain't even getting shots. They don't even get shots.
Wait, so would they be? Wait, so you still consider them PGs?
I have no other choice, fam. They not getting the calls. They not getting called to cards, which is crazy because I think they both talented. But they not getting the calls.
Well, when I talked to Ryder, he said the same thing. He just said that like people not accepting the match and shit like that. But all right. So look, the what is it? The Born Legacy that nobody knows the card. What they calling it? Band Legacy, right?
Right.
Where do you, in terms of a card, where do you put that though? Like, is that considered? All right, because you know how the DMV card, they don't really consider that like a top tier card. Like.
Did they announce all the battles?
Right, that's not a Band Legacy. Are we putting that on the level of a volume card, of a dome? Like, where's this card falling in terms of? I don't put band on the level of a volume because a volume is supposed to be with all the stars on it, all the mega stars. Like, I think it's just another fancy way of how they're incorporating the PGs. I think it's good if they actually do good, but I think what's hurting them is
I think what's hurting a class, a newcomer, and up promoting this new talent, they don't know how to really put it together and sell it to the people. They don't know how to sell it to the people. They not actually, they not even using the champion platform like they should to actually help push some of this talent.
What do you mean?
You have to sell it to make people want to buy into it. It seems like for the most part, these cars, when they putting the PGs on them, they just throw them out there. You get what I'm saying? They don't boost it up. They don't, like I said, run it through their champion major media platform through the champion thing. Let them do interviews with the people. Let them do some real live face-offs. You should be having these PGs do blogs on each other. Even though we see the top tiers and them don't do it, they should be doing like, remember when Holmesy and Big Cannon was doing the Instagram face off with each other and things like that before the battle came?
Yeah.
And actually it made people intrigued to want to watch the battle because it had a little history and spark behind it.
They actually came on the show and did a face off on our show.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
See, stuff like that. It's like they got this 3-day event talking about Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That's too much. It's too much. It's too much.
It's too much?
Yeah, it's too much. Ain't nobody trying to watch all them many battles in the weekend like that. That's too much. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I know the reason why they doing it, because if they signed on contracts, you got obligations to meet. So since you've been mindful of doing so much with other things, you have to make sure you meeting your obligations. So you just pack the cards. You pack the cards with a lot of people just so that they can get their battle for whatever agreement they agreed with you on these contracts promising you certain battles. So you're just filling out, you're just packing the cards to fulfill the obligation parts of the contract.
But don't you think, like, instead of with the band legacy, shouldn't they put some of the big dogs like a Tay-Rock on there, just so the card don't feel like a little man card? Like,
you know what's crazy is? This what I mean by they marketing and promoting team ain't good. Because even if you got a class of PGs, it's still ways of how you build things up. What I don't like about how they build things up is they expect for the name of the card to be just enough to sell the ticket. You get what I'm saying? They think because they say band legacy, be there, you don't want to miss it, get your tickets. They think the title of the event is enough marketing to sell the event, rather than them getting personal with the MCs and giving them a face, giving them a platform to operate. You got 900,000 subscribers. Open up your channel and let these brothers literally have real grudge matches build up. Especially, look, we bloggers, we flood the battle rap community with things. This will work for everybody. You let them build up real grudge. Like when you saying Henny Man versus such and such. What the hell is that? When you saying Brooklyn Hands versus what? See, if you just throwing names together and thinking it's supposed to go right because it's on a band legacy. Like, we gonna take Born Legacy, band together, put it together. We got band legacy. See that? But yet nothing is personal with the MCs to make the fans gravitate around it. You just want us to buy into band legacy. You get what I'm saying? That just, they don't know how to, they really, the URL is really bad with marketing. I'm sorry, they really bad with marketing. They need some people up there that can really market. That stuff is horrible.
I mean, I think they're doing what they can. I think they're doing, because, but what part does the actual talent take responsibility for, like, their lack of They're laughing to put themselves out there, though. Like, we always talk about the league don't market them, but what are they doing to market themselves?
Yeah, but it's sort of like, okay, it's like this. At the end of the day, the URL is a concert promoter. Your job as a concert promoter is to promote these battles and MCs and talent to get people to buy into whatever you are promoting. Like when you see Mayweather and them finna do a fight, they do the 48, the 24-hour thing. They do all those. Then they do these tours where they go around promoting the battle and doing all that stuff. Even though these battle rappers should be promoting themselves, but when you got them on the card and you are paying them for these battles and you are branding your brand, it's up to you to have these things set up where it helps promote and push the battle. Rather you telling them, hey, y'all, on y'all own, go ahead and do some blogs. And no, you need to set that up. You need to make that happen.
Well, aren't they doing, okay, but in terms of the marketing and pushing, aren't they doing that with the people who are moving the needle, like Cassidy, New Jersey Twerk? Aren't they doing that with those guys?
No, because here's the thing about Geechee Gotti, and New Jersey Twerk. They not promoting them. The fans already received them. All they got to do is put them on the card because they arrived already. They names hot. You ain't got to promote them.
Yeah, but they was pushing Twerk. You know, even when he was messing up, they still had stuff buying and stuff. I just think I think one of the things they should do, because like when you do like a band legacy, I feel like you got to establish that the card is a big dog card. And the only way you're going to do that is by having big names on it. I don't think they should do just franchise versus, I don't know the battles, but I'm just putting this out there as an example. Let's say like a franchise versus Joe. That battle already happened. I'm just using that as an example. Right. I don't want to say a battle that might happen. I don't know. But let's say franchise and Joe never happened. I don't think it should be a bunch of those battles on a band legacy, because then it's going to look like to the people, oh, there's just a little dude card. Like, it's just an up-and-comers card. You know what I'm saying? But if you got K-Rock on there, you got a Verb or somebody on there, it's going to make the card seem more important. And you know what I'm saying? And the other people will actually watch the younger talent. If the bigger names is on it, too.
Yeah. Well, again, my only thing is, you got 900,000 subscribers. You have to let that work to your advantage. And you do that by putting them brothers out there and let them work. Let them out. They should have, you know how like they got the URL channel? They should come up with some type of series for the PGs. Something like a Total Slaughter type stuff. Setting like every PG class. Come in with like a Total Slaughter type setting, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And let the new battle rappers, let them grow on the people by the people watching them. You know what I'm saying? By the people watching them. They should have like some type of, every year they do like this tournament, but like a fraternity reality type battle rap thing where these young people grow on you, just like how Puffy did the Making the Band, where he let them grow on them because nobody knew them. You know what I'm saying? It's just like you see in a lot of these American Idols and all these shows, they let these artists grow on you before they release them to the people. You get what I'm saying? So if you got these PGs battling to become these stars on a URL platform, you have to make it. You have to make it where they got something that they going after of. And rather than them just going for the call, they need to be scouted. They need to be scouted. And then like the URL got enough and they making enough money where they could, like I said, scout these brothers, bring them on, you know what I'm saying? Put them up in a hotel or in one of them little houses. They can just get a little house, have them in there, and just have some little recording going on. And just, even if it's a 2-month thing, You will have enough footage to do what you have to do. You tell these brothers ahead of time, like, look, you being scouted, you being scouted, you being scouted, you being scouted. And then you make up a bracket for them where they know ahead of time who they writing for. Since you prepare this stuff, let them know who they writing for. And then you bring them on for the recordings. You know what I'm saying? As though it's happening in real time, but it's really not happening in real time. You get what I'm saying? And you let them grow on the people.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, that's cool, but like, in terms of the way things are now, it's like, you gotta, alright, it's 30 new battlers. Don't you gotta, like, put in an extra effort to separate yourself from the group?
Yeah,
like,
you gonna do that.
You came in, I would say, and you came in with the next, I don't know, a lot of these dudes came in after they saw what you was doing, but whatever.
Right.
So you came in after the first tier of bloggers, after the Caps and the Queen Swift's and all that, right?
Right.
You came in the game. But after you came, a bunch of other people came. A whole lot of dudes,
right,
bloggers and all that came, which is cool. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? It's more paying, more content out there. It's all dope. It's good. If Battle Truth and then 20 more bloggers came out, what is going to make people go, what's making people go to your channel more than the next? You
right,
being different, having more personality, putting yourself out there more, right?
Right.
So shouldn't they be doing the same things? Like,
yeah.
Like, I just don't see these dudes don't tweet. They don't even, then when you do get them on the interview, they don't even want to talk trash to each other. Like, well, I don't really know what you are supposed to do to, like, make these dudes have personality. Or a lot of these dudes just want to rap. They don't want to do nothing else.
Let me tell you what they need to do. They need to put their staff to work. They need to give Nunu Nails a team. They need to give Jazz a team. They need to give Nunu Nails a team, Jazz a team, P a team, Norbs a team. They need to get them teams. Let them enter into a tournament. Let each one of them groom their little teams they got. And that's how you do it. Man, I'm telling you, fam, I set that stuff up so cold it won't be funny, man. It wouldn't be funny. Trust me, you will know who got star power and who not. You will know who the next star is gonna be and who not.
Interesting.
But that's what they should do. They there all the time anyway. They need something to do anyway. I have them having their own teams and enter into like you know how Wild 'N Out had a red team, the black team, the platinum team. That's how it be. That's how it be. Yeah, be ready. Like Showtime and going down. Hey, and we'll just be bumping cats off to the last man standing. But everybody will be getting ranked if they getting bumped off. And everybody will know who the stars is by watching, like, ooh, he killed them. You know what I'm saying? He the truth. Right. You gonna know.
Yeah.
You gonna know. You'll pick out the best from the rest. But yeah, I don't like that. I think it's too much.
Before I get up out of here, Truth, I gotta roll. But before I get up out of here, I'm falling it down.
All right, fam. Hey, take it easy.
Out of the up and comers, franchise is gonna be the one to pop this year.
I love franchise, but let me let me tell you something. It's a couple of them I'm liking, bro. It ain't just franchise. I love franchise, but look, I love franchise, but you know who I just want to see this year. A-Ward. I just want to see more A-Ward this year.
You want to see more URL?
Yes. Yeah. Chilla. Well, I can't wait to see Chilla Jones on a URL. Man.
Chilla Jones is dope, but I know what that looks like.
Man, Chilla Jones look, let me tell you something. When Chilla Jones battled Drizzy, every time he battles, I'm going with him. I guarantee you. Watch what he do. He gonna embarrass a lot of people.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, look, man. Smack Volume 4. I gotta fill out my fantasy bracket.
Yeah.
Man. So
yeah.
let me know when I gotta call up and fill out my joint, man.
My man, appreciate you calling.
I already know I'm gonna win it, so I ain't even worried about it.
Well, look, I can't play anyway, so we'll see how good you do. But yeah, hundreds of people played last time, so I definitely got to do that. I was gonna do it tonight, but I didn't want everybody just calling up doing it like that. So I'm gonna do it tomorrow.
All right, well, yeah, I'm definitely gonna fill out my bracket, and everybody been asking. Battle Truth will be back on, in my opinion, with me on Black Compass. We're gonna lock back in.
Right. Hey, love that show too, man. Drizzy doing it. Boy, I love that intro to that music, man. It's I listened to that the other day. I got jealous. I was the little salty. I said, man, I need to put some music on my stuff. That music catchy. Don't change it, bro. That sounds good. I love that.
I appreciate you, bro. I'm holler at you, all right?
All right, my man Drizzy, y'all.
All right, bro.
All right. Okay. I got to go. We 3 hours in. Appreciate everybody watching. God bless you and your family out there, man. Be safe. I'm sorry I couldn't get to everybody who was calling, man, but another good fire show. A lot of good content for y'all to listen to. It's your boy Battle Truth. It ain't my judgment. That's the question. It's yours. Love the Lord Jesus Christ with all your heart, soul, mind, and spirit, and I guarantee you things will go right for you and your family. Don't let nobody rob you of that blessing, man. Peace.